You like it, I like it.
Okay, so we'll do a countdown. 3, 2, 1. And that's us live, my man.
Alright, cool.
So, yeah.
Sit here in silence now for the next half hour.
Sit here trying to avoid eye contact.
Stare at each other's eyes with rubber cells on the desk.
So there's no script.
No,
There's no agenda. It's just going to be me and you talking about. I like to talk about the obstacles and the problems, that we face, being entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people think, times are tough, things aren't going right. I'll start a business, and it's almost like, it's the answer. But it's not. If I had known once upon a time what I was getting into, I wouldn't get a job.
Yeah, just 40-hour week somewhere else.
I would. I wouldn't have phoned you and asked you to come on the podcast. I would say, do you need anybody fucking any jobs going like that?
40 hours a week for me. It's hard. It's 90-hour weeks. I haven't slept in 7 years.
I believe
I haven't had night sleep.
I believe
7 years. You're waking up in sweats in the middle of the night and worrying about that and tax and wages and problems and with my game, we're putting 400 and 500 people into a bar. You have issues along the way. You have problems with people, and you've claims and problems and balls and trips and insurance. Oh, I hate insurance companies. Oh Jesus Christ, insurance companies. So there's loads of it's a minefield of things, and I managed the pub.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, I'm gonna go out my own.
Yeah.
And I did, and the support was great. It's fantastic. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't change it. It's wonderful. However, did I realise what was really involved in getting out on my own? Not a fucking clue.
No one
I was
knows
an
it.
idiot.
No one knows it, and that's before COVID.
Pre-COVID was fantastic.
It
was just better, especially the bar game. It was just better. COVID ruined the party.
It did.
It's come back though.
COVID is coming back.
No, not fuck me. Jesus Christ. No. My wife all told me I can't swear in this at all. I'm going to swear a lot.
You can swear. You can swear. As I say, there's no script, no framework here.
Right? Swear.
This is real life. This is real talk. It's real as fuck here.
COVID will never be back.
No. Jesus
not.
Christ. Because there's problems all day, every day anyway, being self-employed. You do not need the government changing the new £1 coin. You do not need the government saying, right, COVID. You just don't need these extra layers of bollocks.
No. There's a lot of problems the government causes as well. But all the money from COVID has to go back. So, VAT lifts, corporation tax lifts, all the tax brackets lift. The cost of living came in.
Yeah.
So all those things lifted. Cost of living's caused a massive problem for normal people. Fucking killing them.
Disposable income's not there.
I very rarely go to Tesco's or do the shopping. My wife does that. I'm very lucky. My wife's very good.
Yeah.
She's ginger and a Catholic, but she's alright. She's alright. I love her. But she does all the shopping. She does all those things. I went to Tesco's a couple of weeks ago to do the shopping. What the fuck?
Scary.
Filled the trolley, and I bought some shit I probably didn't need.
Yeah.
But I put it all away when I got home. I was about £200 later.
Yeah. And
I opened the fridge thinking, fuck, I'm nothing to eat.
Nothing to eat.
Nothing to get out of it.
So, driving home, I'll nip into Sainsbury's. Pick up a few things for dinner.
A fancy bastard in Sainsbury's.
Yeah, it's just handy.
And little.
It's just
I go out of my way to go
you
there.
go to the Dells?
I go out of my way to go there. Get something for his cheaper.
No. But God forbid you should need to get petrol. And then God forbid you need to, you go home and you've got petrol, you've picked a few things up for dinner and the electric box needs topped up. 150 quid gone, you haven't even done anything.
I have an electric car.
Oh, well that's good.
You know what my electric bill looks like?
Jesus.
To charge that thing twice a week on my electric.
I'm not
I don't
alright.
get a fuel bill, it's lovely. It is nice. It's got no soul.
Yeah.
It's got no soul. Like if you drive a 4-litre V8 or a 3-litre turbo car or something really nice.
Yeah,
it sounds great. You can turn your head as it goes past. It's beautiful. It's got no soul.
So hello.
Like remember a milk float? Remember milk floats?
Yeah.
It's like a milk float but really comfortable inside.
It's like a wee go-kart.
That's what it is. Just a quick milk float.
But how much does it cost to charge it fully?
I think about 15 quid.
And how long can you drive for?
It says 300 miles, but it's full of shit.
Serious?
Well, it's all driving style, isn't it? It's all, if the air conditioning's on and you're charging a phone,
all
the
that
radio's
jazz.
on, all that costs electric. I would say it does about 260 miles a charge, but in winter it only does about 200.
It's still really good.
It's okay.
It's really good.
It's the equivalent of driving probably a small car, but you're running a big car.
Yeah.
and it's super fast. You know, it's
They
three,
are quick.
I've
And
heard
is
it's
it like
three,
automatic? There's no gear change?
there's no
Is
gates,
it all
forward
just-
and back. Forward and
So,
back. And I've
yeah.
heard it's 3.2 seconds to 60. I've never tried it, but I've heard things.
Wow.
A few people that watch this might disagree, but
You're twitching, Michael.
I've never
you're
tried
twitching.
it. I've never tried it. I've never had it above 30, you know.
Because I know a fella has one, and not that he was racing or anything, but a guy kind of challenged him off the lights.
Mm.
But when the guy was changing gears, that's when he left him behind.
There's nothing will keep up with you other than supercars off
Yeah.
the lights. But it's dead after 90 miles an hour.
Yeah,
It's got nothing in it.
Yeah.
It's slow at the top end, but good torque.
yeah, because there's no gear changes.
But it's weird when you take your foot off the accelerator, it automatically brakes, like
It
a
helps.
KERS system.
Yeah,
In
kind of
order
helps.
to, but it like puts the brakes on, slams them on,
Oh,
and it
serious?
generates the batteries then charge as the car's braking, like regenerative braking, like in a Formula One
Yeah.
car. That sort of thing.
So-
It's hard to get used to.
See if you got solar panels in, you could arguably drive for free. Is that
And
right?
I don't know if you could harvest enough.
It doesn't go, it
You-
goes to the grid, or
No,
it doesn't go
but
to your
you
car?
put batteries in your roof space, I think, with solar power, someone told me. And then you store some energy for the usage in your own house, but the rest goes into the grid and the government deduct it off your bill or pay you for it.
Yeah,
But you think of the amount of batteries in the bottom of my car, like the whole floor of the car's batteries,
yeah,
you'd have to have 90 batteries in the roof space
yeah.
in order to charge the car once. It wouldn't work.
So it would corner well? So is it like
It's
stuck to
heavy.
the ground?
It's really heavy, yeah.
Get 90 into the corners?
I don't know. I've never done 90 because that would be illegal.
Ah!
I've never done 90, I just hear it's slow at 90.
So what's the future then for Betty Black's?
Very nice.
Is it picking back up again?
It
or-
has picked back up. There's obviously always obstacles.
Yeah,
You know, there's other bars, there's other things happening around the place. You know, this year there was a lot of festivals and events
yeah,
I found really hurt us. Cost of living's a big one,
yeah.
but there's lots of other things
Sundays,
going on.
Sundays there, you were saying they didn't trickle down from the
park?
party and
No,
park stuff.
I
I
didn't
did
really
imagine
find-
it would have trickled down.
There was lots of people at those parks, and there was lots of other places did live music. For the park ended at 5, they started their live music at 5:30.
Yes.
But I didn't really see them anywhere. Rabbit Rooms, I think, had a good turn into it, but outside of that,
I
I
was,
didn't feel there anywhere
I
else.
was crouched on the sofa there yesterday, and I shouted into Tommy. I said, Tommy, I said, Michael's a fucking genius. He's doing bingo.
It started
It
yesterday.
looks really fucking
It
good.
was good, and a real mixture of people. Like,
And I got them in early.
we were in earlier, there was a 70th birthday in the back.
No way.
Yeah, which is quite cool. You know,
Yeah.
there was a real mixture of people, no real young people at it. So
Yeah.
I'm trying at the moment sort of build the profile to get back to where it was pre-COVID.
I know.
So after COVID, the problem was we had a very sort of strict age policy, and you know kept the 18s to 21s sort of out. And I don't want to keep them out, but we'd sort of built a crowd of a 30 base. You know, that's where we were, 25s, 30s. But after COVID, those people didn't come back out.
No.
So the only people you could serve to were 18s to 30s. So we sort of built a business around that, which
Yeah,
was
yeah,
the right
yeah.
thing to do, to keep going, or the doors would be closed already.
I know.
You have
I know,
to.
You have to adapt.
And now they're sort of they're next door.
Yeah.
You know, the 18s to 21s are in next door. So I'm
Doors
trying
are filtering back.
to rebuild it into that. And then they are coming back. And I'm trying to do a quiz on a Sunday, bingo on a Saturday afternoon, aiming everything. The drink promos are trying to aim at a crowd of 28, 29, 30 and the 40s, you know.
Oh,
That's what I'm trying to do. But it's
yeah.
hard. It's really hard.
I know. It's kicking your finger back on the pulse.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I kind of, just from watching your social media, I seen the kind of development in the shifts,
Yeah.
and then it was like we were at the party in the park a couple of weeks ago, and we knocked down the time and seen you, it was dead.
What were we I think when I was talking to you?
Well, but it was like the time.
The
in
time
general,
itself, yeah.
The time in
Yeah.
general was dead.
Yeah.
So whenever I seen you doing the bingo, I was like actually reacting to the town centre being dead. But
Also, well, the bingo was a Saturday, so the thing was the Saturday, the dancing in the window,
Yeah.
all that. It's been great all summer.
yeah,
But summer's fucking over. Well, I mean, it's
I know.
22 degrees
I
today,
know.
summer's over, kids are back to school, weather's back.
the sun
But,
comes out.
I know, but that sort of summer feel is over.
Yeah.
So when the November nights, the November Saturdays, when it's dark at fucking 4:30, the rain's coming in sideways,
Yeah,
window dancing doesn't sell,
No,
summery
no.
cocktails doesn't sell, you need
No.
something else. So bingo's our new winter thing.
brilliant.
And it's interactive as well. So what I did once was next door with the pool tables.
Yes.
They were sort of the first bar I really thought to come in and give you something else but just not drinking.
I know.
So everyone else is just drinking. If we go to any pub, we're just drinking, watching TV, drinking.
Yeah,
Where at least with the bingo, you're not just drinking, it's interactive. The quiz, it's interactive.
it's
And
entertaining.
I feel at 30, I'm going to say 38 there, but I'm 39.
Ah.
It's hard to believe I'm under 40, I've been around that long. That I don't really want to just go drinking now. I want something to do while I'm drinking.
Yeah,
you know.
I know. And people want entertained.
Yeah, I
Do you know
really
what I
want
mean?
something else, not just booze.
No. You can go to Witherspoon's for that.
I'm not even that fussed drinking anymore.
Mate, everybody has their vices. You know, some people like food, some people like prostitutes.
Let's go hookers and cocaine.
There's people like hookers and cocaine. But I love a beer.
Yeah.
That's my thing. And as much as I've always tried to get away from it with different hobbies or, you know, just age, I always drift back. Like,
Yeah.
I'll always end up having a cold beer after work on a Friday or something.
I like
you know?
a beer,
Yeah.
but I no longer like 12
Binges.
beers.
Yeah,
I no longer like
binge.
12 beers
I
and 6
know.
gins and I can't walk. My problem was with the drinking was I never did the cocaine.
No?
Never tried it. So I had nothing to keep me on my feet. That's just fucking blitzed all the time. Yeah.
Because you used to put out some awesome hangover
Oh,
pictures.
so bad, man.
What was your worst?
Lying
What
on
was
the
your
floor.
worst?
They were all equally bad. Just it's generally worse when my wife's taking selfies over her shoulder.
I
Me
know.
lying half naked on the bathroom floor tiles trying to keep cold booking.
I don't mind the hangover, right? But see, the older I get, it's like I get this like emotional hangover now. So I'll vomit for a day, no problem. Water off the duck's back. But see, by Tuesday, there's like a fucking cloud.
It's anxiety kicks in.
Anxiety and fucking fear and what the, because I blank out.
Yeah.
I literally have no memory.
Uh,
So when I wake up on a Sunday or whatever, I'm like, see if the police knocked on the door and said, you know, we're lifting you for that murder.
You've been drinking with me for a long time. It's probably best. I don't fucking remember. It's for the best for everybody. You don't remember anything.
It would be like, you know, Michael was smoking that fella last night. I'd be like, don't know, I couldn't deny it.
You were that fella.
I was,
Right, I mean,
and you were that fella. I was like, oh fuck. And I see when it gets.
I'm a great kisser.
Oh, well, I
there's
can
a chance
vouch,
in
I
it.
can vouch. That's how you move out of it.
Yeah, boom around.
But see when you can't remember fuck all, it's maybe time to slow down a bit, like.
But I've always been a blackout drunk.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, all the years when I was sort of 16, not that I would have been drinking at 16, 'cause that was illegal.
That's illegal, my God.
From 18,
Yeah.
drinking in bars.
Yeah.
I could never remember anything I did, but I was a binge drinker. I wouldn't have drank for a week and then gone on it, and then maybe not have drank for a couple of months and then gone on it.
I remember, like I used to be able to go flat out the Saturday, or sorry, say Friday night, and then hungover. But see when like the old Stella first was launched, what was that about 2000 or something? Well, I remember waking up at a party one time and there was cold tins of Stella in the fridge and I was still tipsy from the night before. And I was like, fucking a wallet when I'm in the mix. It was like the first beer that actually tasted okay.
Yeah.
That's whenever I learned that.
It's your downfall.
That was
Stella
my
in the morning.
downfall.
Stella in the
Stella in
morning.
the morning. and that's when I learned how to sober up.
Yeah, just stay drunk.
Just
all
stay
the
drunk.
time.
And get up early, still drunk, get the fucking Stella in you before lunch, and then you're down to town for lunchtime.
See, I could never do that.
I can do it,
I
man.
die.
That's how I'm asking. No, stay drunk.
I know, but I can't. Like,
You wake up sober.
yeah, but the problem was because I never did the drugs.
Yes.
I had to go to bed at 1 o'clock because I was absolutely blocked. You know, when they kicked me out of Woolsey's at 1 o'clock in the morning, I just lay against the window of Spice Island for an hour and a half.
I look in the window.
Like everyone was like, "You going for a beer?" I was like, "No, I'm going home, can't even walk."
That's whenever you needed to double drop to Mitsubishi's.
Try and make your way there. See, I didn't do any of that, so I couldn't keep going.
Jesus.
So then by the time I woke up 6 hours later,
Yeah.
I was absolutely hanging and had to go to work.
No, I was going to a second party again.
Oh, fuck that. Yeah,
I'll put a phone call in. We'll get you sorted. You don't know what you're
we're
missing.
going to try it out.
I just try it before you're 40.
If I've got the 39, why bother starting now?
No. You're never too.
I'm quite addictive at things as well.
I know. Have you got an addictive personality?
I don't think I'm an addictive personality, but I get into things and I love it.
Yeah.
You know, I feel I tried drugs and I love
I'd
them.
be right into them.
I'll be a fucking jockey.
I know,
I'll be it.
I
Never
know.
something smoke family
But,
going on everything.
No, I'd be quite an adrenaline junkie. It doesn't matter what vehicle it comes in, like.
Like cleaning rugs without your shoes on.
No.
Look at the edge.
Naked rug
Naked
cleaning
rug
on my own with the door open.
Oh, I-
Open.
Leave the door unlocked.
Yeah,
That's the adrenaline.
it's like when you're younger as well, having a danger wank.
Oh, fucking hell. Fucking hell. You ever take a shit on a train? Right, you've done that.
I went on the door opening.
So the door, it's that big circular one, like a disabled looking, it's a big circular toilet, right? But the door lock is too far away from the toilet. So the first time I used one, I'm sitting there, I get on the toilet, trousers down, start taking a dump, and like you're holding it in half the train, so you don't want to take a dump on a train. I'll do it when I get somewhere.
Yeah.
You fucking sit down in the toilet, you look over, and the lock's on the far side of the room, but you can't reach it from the toilet. Like, why is it not right beside the toilet? And the next thing, the fucking door, it's got that noise, it can't make that noise, because people can do it really well. The door opens and there's like another thing, and there's an old lady standing on the other side of it, and I'm like, I'm really sorry, I can't lock the door.
Do you know what happened to me one time? So, obviously I'd be out on the roads a lot, you know, going from job to job, and you'll have to nip into a garage, you know, like a spa or whatever to use their toilets. And I was in the toilet doing number 2 on the phone, you know, just doing my business. And the door handle went, and that was okay. I thought somebody then would have went, oh, there's somebody in there. No, I swear to God, I heard the guy go to the shop assistant. Someone locked the toilet doors. And the shop assistant goes, oh, sorry sir, I'll get the keys. I'm sitting thinking, has no one fucking clicked that some poor bastard's in there doing a shit and has locked the door?
Just got to open and unlock the door.
Yeah, so I'm sitting there going, what the fuck? Are you really going to fucking open the door for this fucker?
Yeah.
I'm in here shitting. And then, so they must have came to their senses, like.
Sure, doing a poo.
I was about to say, are you too? They were talking outside. Like, oh, sure, I'll get the key.
You hear the key going in the door, trying to get in the lock.
We'd fucking trying to cut the turtle's head. No.
Oh, we've all been there.
That was a scary.
Keeping it on the note of pooing, that we are selling our house at the moment.
Yes.
So I have 3 kids.
Yes.
And we are in a 3-bedroom house.
Yes.
It's only a 4-bedroom house.
Yes.
Nobody wants to masturbate in front of their brother growing up. Like, nobody wants. You've got brothers.
I've been there, yeah. It didn't stop them not in front of me.
No. But you know, I'll do what I can for them. So I need a 4-bedroom house, so I have to move. I'm sure I get a bit bigger.
Yeah.
But we're viewers at the minute coming all the time.
Yes.
But Deborah is a bit mental and won't let me poo in the morning.
No.
Because there's viewers coming.
Fuck
Yeah,
off.
not putting this house, go to one of the neighbours. And I'm not knocking the neighbour's door, be like, can I use your toilet? I've got viewers coming to my house, it's a fucking nightmare.
So does that affect your coffee in the morning?
I can't have one.
Yeah, because
I
know.
Load the
It's a
coffee,
trigger.
sip of it.
As soon as you sip that coffee, I'm seeing
Finish this in the toilet.
Yeah. So how's the views going actually?
Okay, we've had about 10 people there. I think there's 3 semi-interested. They're looking at other things.
And how long has it been on?
2.5 weeks, 3
And
weeks.
you've had, well, that's good.
10, 12 years, something like that.
That's good.
Something like that, I think.
Because just driving about at the minute, there is a lot of sale agreed signs up.
I imagine the interest rate is hurting those selling houses.
Yeah.
You know, like what cost you £500 a year ago to tie in? You know, say you were borrowing 100,000, it cost you £500 a year ago.
Yeah.
This year it'll cost you £700, £800 because of the interest rate.
I know.
So it's up 4%, isn't it?
That's ugly.
Something, I don't know what the percentage is, but I know, like my original mortgage is tied in at like 1.77%. It's now 6.5% you're getting, something like that.
It is.
It's crazy.
Mortgages, like, rent is really bad at the minute, but mortgages are worse.
You rent houses out.
Yeah.
I mean, you have bits like I rent a house out.
Yeah.
But no one gets robbed. You know, you keep the price right for people on the stage.
Yeah, you play fair.
But I've seen some of them there at I've seen like £1,000 for a 3-bed terraced row house. And I'm like, and someone was telling me what happens now is they whittle it down to like 10 interested renters and then they bid for rent against the house.
Yeah,
I'm like,
renting,
that's madness.
I know. I genuinely, like, my tenants, I can have a chat with them. Whereas, see if I knew I was robbing them, I couldn't come in and have a coffee with them.
Couldn't look them in the eye.
I couldn't look them in the eye.
No.
And I'm the exact same when it comes to like pricing carpet and upholstery jobs. See when I go into a stranger's home, they offer me coffee, they offer me biscuits, we talk about the A, B and C, it's nice. See if I was in there and I knew in my heart I'm robbing you here, like. Do you think I could sit there and have a pleasant yarn, like?
Well, we're the same with the drink. I mean, the last 4 government increases on prices.
Yeah.
I've only covered the drink to cover the cost. I've not covered it to make more. You're just covering the increase. So you're paying, because VAT's up, corporation taxes up, you know, the duty went up there. The government sold it like we're bringing the duty down on beer, but they nailed the shit out of everything else. So we have to put our prices up to offset that, but I haven't made any more money.
You're not putting extra pennies on.
Well, a pint's probably £1 dearer than it was 2 years ago, pre-COVID.
I know.
But I'm not any money better off. That pound is all just to cover costs.
And do you know what I believe? Like, people aren't stupid.
Mm.
People aren't stupid.
No.
See, if you base your selling strategies on the fact that, you know, people are stupid, you'll be wondering why you've no business.
No, and it's wrong to rob your customer.
But
they're the people that pay your wages. At the end of the day, my wages are paid by the people that come in the door.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and they deserve to be treated right and not robbed.
But there's different personality types.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's people, like, I provide a service because I'm providing a service. People get into business to serve themselves.
Yeah.
And they're happy to, like, charge, you know, just they make the numbers up, like.
Wait, nowhere I really noticed that. Like, so bars are different because there's lots of them, and we all need to sort of be competitive with each other, drink promos and prices. Nobody can come into Bangor and charge £8 for a pint because no one will go there.
No.
They'll just be like, we're not going there. But people aren't going to do it. But I noticed that when everybody's closed for COVID, I needed something to do.
Yes.
So obviously the first 3 months I didn't do a whole lot because I thought COVID wasn't going to last very long. And I was sort of drinking in my garden, barbecuing every day, having a nice time. You know what I mean? It was like a fucking 3-month holiday. The weather was great.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Was that weird?
So good.
The timing of that.
Oh, the moment COVID kicked in, the sun came out, we're all in the garden drinking.
The timing of that was.
And then I thought to myself, oh wait there,
yeah, no.
this is stretching out.
Yeah.
I'm going to run out of money very quickly.
Yeah.
You know, we've done very well over a few years.
Yeah.
In 4 years or something, done very well. We gave it all back over COVID. I think I opened like minus £100,000 after COVID, and then had to start chipping away at all the debt. So I thought to myself, I may as well do it and work during COVID. I could find something to do. So I went out to keep her sanitised. Did a bit of COVID spraying. It was kind of fun, just me in my car, out and about with the wee machine.
Yeah,
it was handy. But where I noticed people were really laying into people was during that.
Yeah.
Like, we were going out doing jobs, you know, a 45-hour-long job, cost you a tenner to do. You were doing it for £100.
Yeah.
Making yourself 90 quid. You were doing 3 of those a day. You're getting yourself a good wage.
Lovely job.
And you're ticking along. You know, and the time you take out the usage of your car and fuel, I didn't count any of those things.
No.
You're probably only getting 60 quid.
Yeah, no.
But it's fair enough, you know, and you had to drive half an hour to the job, an hour on the job, half an hour back. It's a 2-hour job, 60 quid. You're making £30 an hour.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
I'll do it.
It's okay. There was boys charging like 800 quid for those jobs. And immediate reaction ones, so boys that needed like something done now, they were like £1,000. You know, we were out in pubs and restaurants 3 in the morning, and it's like 100 quid.
Yeah.
So be here 40 minutes. I mean, I was only going to be sleeping anyway, so it gets 100 quid.
You go into different industries, and the price variations are fucking insane.
It's madness.
And you know yourself, the bottom line is the bottom line. For example, see me. Like that chemical up there, that's maybe, say, Prochem Crystal Green, that's maybe 70, 80 quid, right? And it only takes like a 15 ml scoop to clean the sofa. How many 15 ml scoops do you think's in there?
It's 5 litres. If I was smart enough, I could work that out.
Yeah, a lot.
A lot.
So
it's going to be a lot, rather than embarrassing himself with an answer.
Yeah. So basically, that's how much it costs. That's 70 quid. You get a lot of 15 ml scoops in. So I know that's how much it costs me arguably to clean something.
Yeah.
So there's massive profit in it. So why are other people charging 3 times what I'm charging?
Yeah.
That's extortion.
Is it 3 times? Is there people out there charging 3 times for a sofa? What do you charge?
And I'm baffled as to how they get to that figure. Like.
I'm baffled the way people pay it.
Yeah, well, ultimately it's the other option is a new sofa.
No, but why people pay 3 times the price?
Because they don't know.
Do they not shop around? Do people not look? But I would have a look around.
Yeah.
You know, like when you're looking for insurance, you go on like a go compare site and
you
have a look.
get at least 2 quotes.
Yeah.
At least 2. Any commercial kind of quotes I put in, they say, well, we've got a quote from another guy, and you know, HR will talk to you or whatever. But a lot of people don't. A lot of people go to Google, type in carpet cleaner, and they just choose the first guy. And they roll with it, like.
That's it. Price is the price.
Price is the price, like.
Yeah, and then I think people. A lot of what happens is like people think if something costs £300, say it costs £300 to do a sofa, and you can get a guy for 100, they then assume it's going to be a lesser job. Well, it costs 300 quid to clean a sofa. How can this guy do it for 100?
Yeah.
And we had that with sanitising. People were like, doesn't make sense why you can do it so cheap.
I know.
I was like, it's because the other guy's fucking robbing you, pulling your pants down.
Because I believe, see, price point. It's a form of language all in itself. You know, you could say, right, well, £100, he's £300, they assume that the £300 job's going to be better.
Yeah. It's not.
It's not.
But it depends on what you're buying.
Yeah.
Carpet cleaning and a vodka and coke. A vodka and coke's a fucking vodka and coke.
I know.
They're all the same. We all use pretty much the same vodka.
So I price point is a form of communication that you're communicating to your customer something, and they're reading it in a way.
Yeah.
You know, and that is one of the cliches. Like, because it's more expensive, you believe that it's better versus.
And I would be a bit like that too.
Yeah.
If it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true.
Yeah,
I would think.
And then that's like the other kind of boundary.
Yeah.
If it's too good to be true, it must be as well.
Yeah.
But I think it's just different personalities. You know, if I go out and I make £100 a day, I'm happy. You know, I kind of think whereas some people, they're not happy unless they make 500 a day. But
It'd be nice to make 500 a day,
it'd
wouldn't
be
it?
nice to make £5,000 a day.
Well, that'd be lovely too. Like,
Do-
but I would
do-
take 500 a day.
I'd take
would.
500.
I'd take 500 a day.
Tax free, obviously.
No,
I'm back pocket.
Fuck him. Unfortunately, you can't get away with that.
You really can't.
Everything's
And it's
card.
getting worse.
Everything's card and transfers.
It's getting worse,
No,
man.
it just is.
What do
But you know what? There's this big thing in restaurants that they're offering like 10% off
For cash?
bills for cash and all
Yeah.
that. But you see, when I take the cash to the bank,
Yeah.
the bank don't put it in for free. They charge me to count the money.
Fuck.
So if you have a lot of cash, you have it in a safe. First of all, you've got the security problem of having a lot of cash.
Yep.
So pre-COVID, in the good old days, as it'd been known now for years ago, not me, you know, and pre all that and years before that, bar owners and people in cash businesses would have had a lot of money about them.
Yes.
Very easy to pick your wife up or your kids up at your house and say, we're holding her ransom, we want 50 grand.
Yeah, tiger kidnappings or something.
That sort of
all
stuff,
that
like
money.
very easy to do that. Like,
Happens.
so you would have had a lot of cash about you. With card machines you don't have that, so you don't have security worry.
Yes.
Like if you robbed me today, I think I have £25 about 16p in my pocket. That's all you're getting.
£25, 16p more than
I
me.
don't even have a card to give you because it's on my phone. You know what I mean? My phone's no use to it 'cause the moment you leave me I'll block it. So if I take cash to the bank charge me to process that cash and handle it.
Yeah.
They don't charge like a normal person they don't charge me in my current account.
Yeah.
No, my current account they don't charge me. But in the bank they charge me. They take the money out and they charge, and I couldn't give you an exact number in that cost.
No.
But if I change from the bank charge me to pick the change up. There's admin fees, there's bank fees. You know, you're maybe paying £1,500 a month. You know, £1,000. I think it's about £800 a month now. I pay in bank charges. So I mean, there's £9,500 a year
I know.
in bank charges.
Bank
That's
charges.
just for the bank to touch the money, count it, put it in my account, type it in, give me some change back.
Never mind all the others.
You know, those things, you know, it gets expensive there. So the card machine is putting it straight in your bank. So you've no security worry. The
Yeah.
money's straight in the bank.
Yeah.
It's kind of handy.
So.
And I always steal cash. I get to be taxed on my money.
Yeah.
I put everything in. I lease my business.
Yeah.
My business is leased.
Yeah.
So I want to buy it eventually. So I need the money in the bank. You know, I want to move house.
Yeah.
I need to have enough money in the bank to be able to move house.
Yeah, if you're
I'm not stealing cash.
if you're being dodgy, the bank are going to say, well, we can give you a mortgage of 55 grand
Yeah.
based on what you've been putting in.
Oh.
But what do you think of this cashless society stuff?
I think it does become a bit of control, and I get that. Like, I'm not paranoid about those things, but there is a
Yeah.
lot more control with that, and it
Yeah.
does help the governments tax people and get their
Yeah.
cut.
Yeah.
And I think all this centralised banking, and it gives the control of your actual money. And they were saying, like in China or something, they've started to do like you can only have so much a day of your own money and things like that. You know,
Yeah.
whatever those things were. I
Yeah.
was watching a wee Facebook video we did in Poodle standing. And they're watching carpet cleaning or bank transaction videos. You know, all those things. I think it is going to have an effect. Do we want cashless completely? No.
No.
Well, we still get a bit of cash, but it's like 10% cash now, 90% card.
Yeah.
That's how the world is. We're pre-COVID, it was the opposite.
All your phones and everything now, you're
Right,
walking on your phone.
so I want to pay for something. There's my card on now. That's
Yeah.
it, done.
I know people do it with their watches, phones.
Fucking hate
whatever.
smartwatches.
I know.
I fucking hate smartwatches.
But my fucking eyesight's too bad for them. I can see it all fiddly.
I just don't get why I need to answer my phone on my arm.
I know.
Why I need the text on my
I
arm.
know. But pay
You
for
know,
your fucking petrol on your
On
arm.
my arm.
I know. Leave it alone.
Fuck.
I know.
Just
I know.
have your card.
I
On your phone, it's handy to have your card, but you don't need it on your arm.
Yeah. No,
It's too far.
It's too far.
I get exercise people. It's very good.
Yeah.
It's very good for running.
Yeah. No, they do
tracking.
all that shit. Like.
It is very good, like, but it's not for me. I like a normal watch.
Yeah. No, I can live for that. But a couple of months ago, we were coming back from England, and I think it was EasyJet, card only.
Like card only.
You're sitting on the plane, and you're like, Can I not buy a fucking drink or cash?
A large part of those companies being cash only, or card only, sorry, is if there's no cash, there's no theft.
Yeah, I
You
know,
think,
that's a big thing.
I've worked for people over the years and people have been caught stealing.
Yeah.
And when you think it's tens of thousands over a number of years to get steal without being caught, and it's a big hit for the owner. It's his money. He took the risk. He deserves the rewards. You know, it's his dough. Like as I've been manager of bars, like, and there's been people stealing around me, you know, and I've had to work out who it is and catch them.
I know.
Like it's not my money. I take a wage, and if I'm not happy with the wage I'm getting, I should go work somewhere else. Get a better job. I'm happy with what I get when I was working for people, but stealing from them is wrong.
I know.
Don't get me wrong. I took the odd pint load in this village book. It's stop me.
Yeah.
You know, I wrote it in, but that's something a cashless society will stop for conglomerate businesses. Like you think of Tesco's. Like how much cash does Tesco's lift pre all this
How
conversation?
much does Tesco lose? How many staff have they got on the tills?
Just stealing 40 or 50 quid here or there.
Times 10
times hundreds of thousands of people.
Each,
You know what?
Each Tesco's.
I'm not stupid enough to think there's no one in Tesco stealing.
I know.
There's someone working in conglomerates of those sizes.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
EasyJet going cashless, it solves a lot of that. All the money's in the bank, there's nothing to take.
Yeah.
That's a big part of it for those companies, those big companies.
Have you noticed as well some of the, like the spars, they serve you and you put the money into the machine?
But again, Spar's a big company.
Yeah.
So it's another thing, you know, it's different for small businesses like me, because I know all the staff and working alongside them, people aren't doing it, you know, you're with them, and yes, the odd person gives a free drink to their mate, you know, it happens, but generally people aren't stealing.
Yeah.
And you maybe get a bad one here and there. I think in the whole time I've been in Betty's, I haven't really met anybody that I've caught. I've had the odd bad stock up and down all over the place, you know, it happens.
Yeah.
But it can just be a bit of silliness or spillage or people not writing things down. I've never caught anybody stealing.
No.
But if you, like, I would break my heart if I caught staff stealing.
You'd be fucking broken.
I'd properly distraught. I'm nice to the staff. I like them.
But I think that's half the battle.
Yeah, but
if you treat them right, they'll treat you right.
But in those big companies, there is
They're faceless.
They're faceless, so they need a way to stop. They don't want cash, they want card. And then you got to remember, like, if you think of a petrol station, there's petrol stations that are £100,000 a week.
And that's,
I'd say half of it's in cash. It's 50 grand a week. Now that cash has to then get out of the building safely.
yeah.
So Supercars has to be paid to come get it. And they're not a cheap service.
No.
It's cheaper to put your money through a card company than it is to pay Supercar. And then the bank charges fees.
Have you ever heard like the statistic of drive-offs
No.
in a petrol station?
No.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Oh really?
Uh-huh.
I did it once.
Oh, I've done it once by accident, like, but I had a chat with a girl one day. I says I'm in here every day, and I says every day you ask me,
Got me feel.
did you know feel?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's that all about?
Because so many people forget.
And basically she says the police, right, used to follow up on, you know, drive-offs.
Mm-hmm.
So basically the police service.
I know the police followed up my one.
Yeah. How many years ago was that?
Years ago. Like
They
years
don't
ago.
pay them
Well, they're not. But the police spoke to me to be like, "Is this Mr. Brennan?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they were like, "You drove off without paying for your fuel." I was like, "I am so sorry."
Yeah.
I was like, "Where was it?" And they were like, "It was the Belfast Road. Was it a Spar one there?"
Yeah.
The Belfast Road coming to Bangor.
Yeah.
That one.
Left.
And like, I was like, "Listen, I own Betty Blacks in Bangor. I've just forgotten." They were like, "Oh, we thought it might be you.
Yeah.
Go pay for your fuel, you know."
So basically, the police were fucking so overwhelmed with having to follow up on drive-offs, they stopped it. They don't follow up on it like they used to.
So then, how did the petrol station get their money?
They don't. That's why they have to ask.
That's why they're asking.
That's why they're asking.
Wasn't that you said 5 or 6 years ago? I don't remember anybody ever asking me.
Yeah.
No, it's always
every time now.
Like I use the Maxwell across the road from my house.
Yes.
There's a nice man, Stanley, works at it.
Yeah,
Stanley's a lovely
it's
man.
really independent kind of place, isn't it?
It's a guy, Peter, he owns the Crawfordsburn as well.
Yes.
I think he has one in Carrick. Real nice guy, COVID sprayed and stuff for him. I did it before, there was no one across the road.
Yeah.
But a real nice fella. There's a guy, Stanley, works in it, and he is an older man, and he generally is there. I would chat to him when there.
Yeah.
And he always asks me about any fuel, and I tell him every time I've got a Tesla, it's a car. Like,
Oh,
I'm sure he knows. Like, we've talked about it, I'm sure he knows. But it just must be automatic for him.
They have to ask every time.
I feel.
I think it comes out of their wages maybe, like.
Yeah.
There's no follow up now from the police.
It's a bit mental, isn't it?
It's too much of a resource.
But the police are busy doing other things. Like,
Fuck all.
no, they're not. The police are busy, but they're busy doing fuck all.
Yeah.
But it's not the police's fault, I feel.
No.
It's the stupid shit they have to answer for.
Yeah.
Like, just silly things they have to call out.
And have you noticed as well, every police officer looks about 20?
There's a lot of influx of ones.
It's almost as if they've been given a criteria and you have to be 20 to 24 and that's it.
What do you call your man
It's
does for
weird.
TV stuff? Bobby Singleton? Yeah,
Sure.
the hot one. I'd book him.
Ah!
You ever see him doing the he does all the organised crime stuff, I think?
Oh, serious?
Or the drug seizure was on the TV.
I'll have to look him
Like
up.
Bobby Singleton, like you should see the women writing under the thing from Belfast Live, put a video up
No
or
way.
something. Oh, it's filthy.
Ah!
Nice smashing that guy.
Ah! Very good.
We're playing him.
I'll have to look them up. But yeah, no, all the peelers and all that. Like back when we were younger, I think the peeler, the criteria was you had to be 45 and 6'5" or something.
They're all big men.
All
weren't they?
big men.
Big men.
And now they're all wee girls or something.
I remember being in the alleyway at the back of Caligo's, and they were scrapping down that alleyway between the courthouse and Warren's Caligo Jacks, and they were all scrapping there, and I was obviously not taking a piss against the back gates of the courthouse.
Taking part.
No, I wasn't taking part. I wasn't taking a piss against the back of the courthouse. It's yeah, you went for a piss anyway. Then
I
you
know.
got left alone with the police. As I was walking down then from like those big double gates where the trucks used to go in, back past the Caligo's door. Now it was like 2 in the morning, so everything's closed. There's like 8 boys just on top of each other. So I'm sort of shuffled around it. I don't ever been in a fight. I had one boxing match, but I never did an actual fight. Like, I got punched one time with Kevin Lavin. I hope he listens to this. He punched me one time. I'd say, well, at least we're working together. He was a chef and I was a barman. He punched me one time. I'd say, that's the only fight I've ever been in. We're friends now, so I can tell it. But that's the only one. But I'm walking past that fight and the police rushed in from both ends. And they just come in with batons and beat the shit out of everyone. Like me included.
No way.
Like, I was just going for a piss. Like, fucking hell.
Jesus.
Everybody just got it in the back of the legs.
That's the way to sort it. Though.
And then everybody goes home. No one got arrested. Everybody's away home.
But that's guys. If I was a group of girls.
Well, they couldn't do that. No, batons. No sticks. No, it's been inappropriate like that.
No.
And that's sexist.
Well,
It's
really,
2023. I mean, everybody.
I get them fucking bait.
You don't think you should be I'm definitely against that. But I think now the red tape of the police don't allow for those things. So, like,
they'll sit across the road and let you.
if the police see me and you having a scrap in the centre of Bangor, came over, battered the 2 of us with sticks with their truncheons, and sent us on our way, that's kind of a fair result in my eyes. For them, however, because they haven't dealt with crime, they lose their pension, lose their job, lose their pension. And that's the problem. They're all afraid, the police, of doing something wrong, or being on camera, and fucking cameras. Fucking social media cameras I would shove in my face at that front door. Oh,
I know.
Does my fucking head.
Because it's kind of like, you can understand now why celebrities being asked for autographs. They're just like, really?
Yeah.
Must be the same as you, standing on the front door, daddies.
Get asked for autographs. Asked for autographs. Very Spellman name. Looks like I went to Garacha. Very Spellman name. No, I don't really get asked for many. The odd one.
But selfies.
The odd person does ask for a selfie and it makes you feel dead special.
Oh,
does
seriously?
like, yeah, it gives you a wee warm feeling inside. It does. We get a selfie.
Even after all the years.
You're like, fucking right, you can. Making me feel great about myself.
Makes you stand a foot taller.
I've maybe had a shit day, but you've really brightened it up. Thank you.
It makes you walk a foot taller, eh?
That's nice.
But fuck me, we're here to talk about business.
Oh, business. So
We're
I'm talking
talking
about taking
peelers.
shits on trains,
Shits on trains, peelers, and I've been exposed as a fucking junkie.
and an alcoholic.
I'm an alcoholic.
Yeah.
But
Business is tough. It's tough. Like I remember working for someone else. So my job is really much the same now as it was when I worked for someone else.
yes,
Apart from everything is now on me.
I know the buck
Like,
stops for you.
it stops for me. The pressure's on me. The bills went up. They're on me.
Yeah.
You have a few slow weeks. Like I can be honest with you, it's not been a great summer.
No.
The weather hasn't
The
helped.
weather.
Bars open around me. Other things going on. All the concerts and festivals. I've not had a particularly good summer. I would imagine this summer I'll not get a wage.
Yeah.
I'm wageless this summer. Like I won't get a penny into my bank account.
And people wouldn't believe you if
No,
you said that.
they think you're a millionaire, you're running around. I haven't had a holiday. I was on a 2-day stag do in May.
Yeah.
And before that, I was in Tenerife with my children and wife in March. And we didn't take a summer holiday because we don't have the money to go. We don't have the money to go on summer holidays. No, don't get me wrong, I could go.
Yeah.
But I don't want to spend the money because I'm worried about down the line. I've had a quiet summer.
Yeah, you're being
I'm worried about
responsible.
having a quiet winter. You know, that money needs to pay my mortgage.
But people see the social media, Belly Blacks is fucking pumping.
It's never that. It is.
You know what I
It's
mean?
great, but it's never that. Like it's never what you see, and it's the same. And I think social media with the depression and things like that amplifies that everybody's life's so good.
Yeah.
My life at the moment, and my wife will tell you, you can fucking ask her, is a bit of a shit show at the minute. I'm a bit down.
Emotionally.
Summer's not been great. I've not been feeling great about myself.
Back end of COVID.
I'm always against the current. Every time I get somewhere, I had a tax investigation. I might not have behaved as well as I should have.
Yeah.
They doubled my fine. They teach me a lesson. Fair enough.
Yeah.
You know, and it's only it was £8,000.
Yeah.
I was taking tips. I was getting tipped on the front door for the first couple of years. Now this is 2015, 2016. I was getting tips. That's how far back. I don't take them anymore. And I give them to the staff.
Yeah.
I have done a long time. I got 50 quid of tips yesterday. I handed straight over to the bartender. The staff split it. I don't fucking want it.
Yeah.
But originally I was getting tips for like seating people and doing things and working with water counter and doing all that, and everyone
which you're very good at.
Yeah, and you kept tips. It was nice, and it was dead on.
Because you think your petrol money?
Well, I didn't pay tax on those tips. You know, I just bought cigarettes and fucking did whatever. You know, it was my in my pocket 40, 50 quid every day.
Yeah.
You know, you buy a packet of crisps or a ton of Coke or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, pizza at break time. So
So
it added up that I missed pay. So I think it was maybe only the first year or something, and they went back a year before. I started Betty's as well. So they went back pre-Betty's. It might even have been pre-Betty's the day before, but then what they said was,
did they click onto that?
well, I got investigated and they asked questions, and I said I got a couple of quick tips here and there those
You
years.
probably didn't even know you were doing anything.
No, I didn't. I was oblivious to it, and the tips or earnings are taxable. So what they then said was, well, if you were getting 100 quid of tips a week, you've always got 100 quid of tips a week. So you know that's backdated.
52 weeks in a year.
I buy from 2019 back until 2015. This is what you would owe tax on that, and because we think you actually did that on purpose and defrauded the government, well, in which case we are going to double it.
Thank
It'll be for 16 grand. Come to the COVID, 16 grand coming to COVID.
On top of everything else.
Top of
COVID.
I had 800 quid coming to COVID. I had 800 quid between my personal account and my business account after COVID. That's how much money I had.
Yeah.
800 pounds to my name. That was it. I was 1 month away from bankruptcy. I come out the other end, and I borrowed money from my dad. And I got out the other end of it. And the other end, I'd taken a 50 grand bounce back loan, it was gone too.
Yeah.
All gone.
And then they hit you with that one?
Well, I mean, you just have to fucking work and pay it, don't you? That's it.
Jeez.
So the first few months you don't make anything. And then you got to chip away at your COVID rent, and then you got to chip away at your back VAT.
And that's exactly what this podcast is about.
So I think I still have about 15,000 of COVID debt to pay, and I would say 7,000 of that is fines. Because I didn't pay on time, and I haven't paid because I don't physically have the money. And it's not all doom and gloom. Like,
no, but that's behind the curtain.
You know, but you're paying VAT as you go as well, and you got to pay your VAT now. Plus, you're paying your VAT now, your tax now, and everything else. Plus, you got to find the extra 15, 20,000 to try and chip away at what you owe. But you don't have 20,000.
Well, my dad always used to say, you can't take knickers off of bar hours.
No, but they can add on to it.
They can add on.
And as soon as you get a pair of knickers and take them from you, it's a pair of knickers.
Yeah, you nearly got your full thing.
So here, listen, over those years I've been, since COVID,
firefighting.
Just firefighting all the time. Have I sat at home some nights thinking,
I'm fucking laughing.
No, should I get a job?
Oh yeah.
I've sat in my house crying, on my own crying, because I don't want my wife to hear me, thinking, I'll go get a job. I get a job working in Tesco's, 400 or 500 a week. I'll just get rid of cars, I'll not have a lifestyle, I'll sell whatever I've got, I'll put a wee bit of money in the bank and I'll just tick along.
Because that's burnout.
Yeah, can I look at my phone?
Yeah.
That works open on Lisa's phone. And sits at the front of parents. Yes. Sorry, mate, we edit this bit out. You don't even have to. You can take this text into it.
Mate, this is I like it real. You know, people get too glossy, get too magazine coverage, get too editing, get too.
Mate, my life's a fucking shit show.
Yeah.
But on social media, I don't portray that, because why on social media do I want people who are feeling a bit down about themselves, sitting in the house, maybe not having a good time, thinking, not cheering them up. So I go on and do my cut, like COVID, my business is closed, right?
Yeah. I'm
in the fucking shit. I know I'm in the shit. It's dire straits.
Sink or swim.
And yes, I went out to keep her sanitised and enjoyed it, but I had to do it.
Yeah.
Like I had no fucking money.
It was survival mode.
Yeah, in the survival. And I didn't want to go get a job for somebody else. I wanted to do something myself.
Yeah.
And yes, I made a couple of quid. It was lovely.
Yeah.
And it kept me comfortable again. But do I want to go on social media and bitch and people and cry about it? No, I want to go on and make cocktails in my garden, and make fun of my wife, and put up stupid videos, make a wee golf course, silly videos, you know, fucking around, filled her treadmill out, and fucking did a video of golfing, you know, silly things to cheer other people's day up. You don't need to know my doom and gloom on social media.
No.
I'll tell you my doom and gloom when we're sitting having a coffee somewhere.
I know, crying.
Yeah, crying to each other. You don't need my doom and gloom on social media. It doesn't help anybody, me bitching and moaning. It doesn't. No. I'm telling you on this because this is a real podcast. This is what
this is behind the scenes. This is that's a good answer.
No, I'm not on that. No, son. No, he went away. Hold
on. But no, this is what I got the podcast for, because it's behind the beers and the banter.
Yeah.
It's giving people a wee look behind the curtain. And maybe
behind the curtain's a fucking mess.
Behind the curtain's a fucking
Jesus Christ.
But maybe people will see that you are human too, because you get a wee bit of trolling too, don't you? The prank calls.
The prank calls and like that. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've got fuck teeth. And big ears. I'll see what goes on, but I got big ears as well.
Is that why you didn't want to put the headphones on?
In case I didn't put on big ears. Embarrass myself, you got a bigger headphones.
Bigger ones?
You know, I get it. Don't get me wrong, 99.99% of people are nice to me. I'm nice to them. I don't have a problem when they're after you. But yes, you get a wee bit of like, when you put up, when I do videos and they go a bit more out there, so say my video gets 5,000 or 6,000 views.
Yes.
It's generally Banter people, it's local people, and they're nice, they know me, they know I'm a nice guy, they know I'm happy to help anyone. They definitely don't troll the shit out of me, which is nice. But you see when something goes a bit further out and it hits, like I notice I get a lot of trolling in the middle of the night. It's America.
No way.
Other countries, when I get out to like 100,000 views, 200,000 views, I'm out around the world, and people are on about like, you know, you could fucking pick a lot with those teeth, you could bite an apple through a fucking airbox, and I don't let it bother me, I just delete it and block them, block them.
So it's
not
local?
Does bother you?
It's not local?
No.
I assumed that it was more local.
There's some people write stuff, no, I think the phone calls are local,
right.
but the likes of the people that troll me online are, because the people local know me.
Yeah.
You get the odd bit, but I mean if you troll me online, I'm a 39-year-old grown man. When I see you in the street, I'd be like, fuck's your problem?
Yeah.
But I'm not like aggressive. Like, what the fuck's your problem? Like, what have I done to you? What do you want to write bad stuff about me for? What's the point? You know, what are you doing it for? What are you getting out of it? To make you feel bad about yourself? I'll make you feel like a real cunt in front of your wife and kids. Brilliant. But I'm not going to be aggressive with me. Write whatever the fuck you want.
I know.
But it does hurt your feelings a wee bit, it does.
I would say it does. I'd be quite sensitive anyway by nature, like, but I don't like that. I don't like that carrying on.
Happens.
You know, it really does happen.
And then on the other end, you don't know what that person's going through. You know, yes, they shouldn't take it out on other people, but you don't know how their life is. You know, trolling back at them doesn't solve anything. You know, you write something about my teeth, I say something about your mum. Who the fuck's that helping? Nobody. It's not helping anybody. Delete, block.
It's the eye for an eye thing, isn't it? Like,
yeah, just delete it and block it. Water off it comes back.
Move on. The fuck.
But it's hard. It is hard. Like, it's tough out there.
Yeah.
But it's tough for the working class guy too. Like, see a working guy making £12 an hour, like working 37 and a half hours a week.
Yeah.
Trying to pay the shop and the mortgage. You know, if you come into your mortgage deal and it's up 3%, you're in there a couple £100. Like, I did that thing with the electric. After COVID, I raised 11,500 and I went out to a load of houses and handed £200 out to 50 something houses, right?
Yes,
I really enjoyed doing that, by the way. That was like the best thing I've ever done in my life.
I thought you were going to say you were down handed magnets to everyone.
See that thing? I never really knew. Like, where I live's nice. It's a nice street. Everybody works. It's pleasant. It's not like it's a nice 3-bedroom detached house. I don't know much about it. It's just a nice 3-bedroom detached. The houses are all nice.
Yeah.
People are all nice. We all barbecue. We're friendly. You know, it's nice.
And it's up for sale at the moment.
It's up for sale at the minute. You get £220,000. You want to live in my street?
Yeah.
Really nice.
It's a nice street.
Really street. You can't have a barbecue though. But it, you know, I didn't really notice that in places like streets like mine.
Yeah.
There was people that had no electric.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if there's someone on my street there's no electric. I don't know. But like I wasn't going to I wasn't going to like poor deprived areas. I wasn't going to. It was 3-bedroom semis, 3-bedroom detached houses where. Like, there was a girl who was a nurse.
Yeah.
She was working 20 hours a week because she had 3 kids and she was on her own.
Yeah.
Her car had broke.
Fuck.
So she had to fix the car because she has to go to work in order to pay for the kids going forward. She had no one to help her. Like, it was really sad. There was no electric in the house, and she had no electric coming for another week.
Don't assume.
She had kids in the house, like, and she lived in a nice enough house, in a nice enough area.
Went to
Lived in a
university,
area.
fucking had a good job.
Yeah, she's a smart girl. She's a nurse. She's gone to 3 years of university and whatever
All
else.
that
She's a
jazz.
nurse. She's fucking
They
smart.
live with,
Smarter than me.
Yeah, both of us. They live with no fucking electric.
It's madness. Like, I couldn't believe it, all that stuff. Like, it's really tough out there for people.
I
It
know.
is. And I don't really, I sometimes then sit a bit depressed in the house. Like, I pull over my kitchen chair over to the back door,
Yeah.
and I sit there with my iPad,
And try
and I have like my
how
wee
you cry.
pen thing, and the fridge is right beside me, so I can get my bottle of water out, and I sit there, a bit depressed, and a bit down, and then you catch yourself on, and you think, like, fucking wise up.
Yeah.
Like, you're alright, you're sitting in, you look around your house, it's nice, you
Yeah.
have 3 beautiful children,
Yeah.
great beautiful wife that I love, thinks she loves me, Ginger and Catholic, which is alright. Won't after this.
Alright, mate.
You know,
you might want to rent a room on.
One of those. You know, and you think, what the fuck am I sitting here depressed for?
I know.
Yeah, maybe not making as much money as I used to. Am I getting myself a couple of quid? Maybe not.
I think it's.
But I can
just
afford my mortgage this month. I've food in my cupboards. My electric's on. The heat's on.
Yep.
You know, my electric car's sitting in the
There's
driveway.
no
Her
rules
car.
on kids' trainers.
No, you know, the first trainers, there's money there for them.
Yeah. I
It's
think
not
it's
the end of
just
the world.
comparison is the thief of joy, and you're thinking where I should be or how other people.
I feel I haven't succeeded in life.
Yeah.
I've not got where I should have done. You know, I went to Hollywood, opened the bar, it didn't go as well as expected. It went okay,
Yeah.
and I got out of it clean.
Yeah.
But then I sort of spent a year or so doubting myself.
Yeah.
Got back to where I should be, COVID then came, and then financially unable to move forward. I'm out the other side of that, and I'm sort of getting to a
Because I
place.
remember chatting to you one time when you were going to buy Spice Island. You were considering.
No. Jazz was selling Spice Island that we told you. Jazz was selling it, but I definitely wasn't planning it.
Yeah, so you think maybe you could have made a different move instead of doing the Betty's pub kitchen?
No,
thing?
it went okay. I'm glad I did it. You know, and you have to fail to learn how to get yourself up and go again.
Yeah,
But I didn't
yeah.
fail. I broke even, got out the door.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
It's okay. Did a year's work for nothing, but I mean, it is what it is. Like, you know, fucking here, what are you going to do?
So what other industries do you think would be good to jump into?
Huge money in prostitution. Thinking of selling the soul.
OnlyFans?
I have a great wee arsehole.
You've a cracker we hold on.
And a great kisser.
Very good
As
kisser.
you well know.
So we can talk about that.
Yeah.
I might need a wee freebie first.
Cheeky wank on the desk.
I need to know what I'm selling.
Of course. I don't know what I would like to do when I grow up. You know, I enjoy what I do now. You know what I really love? People.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed when I was helping people with that electric stuff, right? So
Yes.
that's where I went off on a fucking tangent.
No,
That's what I was
that's-
enjoying. I really enjoyed doing that. So I'd really like to do something based on helping other people.
Yeah.
Like, I give people job for a living, let's be honest.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, I give people a nice night out and have a good time. And there's many people who come back and say, I want a wife here. You know, I knocked the girl up here and we're now still together. You know, there's lots of stories.
Fucked her in your
Yeah,
toilet.
fuck her in your single toilet and we're still together and we're a family. You know, it's because you didn't stop me and catch me. You know.
No, you took them pets for that in the end.
Yeah. No, there's lots of that. So it's really nice. But I really got actual, like, a warmth and
Emotional
joy.
rewarded.
Yeah, from helping people, sort of enjoy it. And I've done a lot of other charity stuff and helped football teams
Well,
and
the
World Cup
boxing
and lots of things.
too, that was a brave move.
Yeah, trying to get a fucking mouth guard to go around these teeth. Jesus Christ.
I'd say so.
Yeah. It was good.
Yeah.
It was good, mate.
But
Me
you
and
got
Floyd
the other
Mayweather.
way.
Well, me and Floyd Mayweather have a very similar record. We're undefeated. Other than that, it's
I
irrelevant.
tell you, I was impressed.
Were you on it?
Yeah.
Where did you go? I don't remember a lot.
Because you went in all guns blazing.
It was good. I was a smoker then. So pre the fight, the other guy was a smoker too. So
Yes.
pre this fight, we had a rollie each and a banana.
No way.
To get ready, guys. With a banana and a rollie outside each. To get ready
Fuck
for the fight.
off. That's your prep.
Proper athletes.
That's a proper
But the only reason, like, that guy hit me harder and it really hurt. But the only reason I won that fight, I think, is because you see, he was bigger than me, stronger. He did a lot of weights, but he didn't do a lot of cardio. I don't think.
Yeah.
So I was running back and forth to boxing, running every night, every other
Yeah.
night, in the months leading up to it, trying
Was
to
it
get
like a
fitter.
6-week kind of thing? Or
I think it was like
weeks?
12 weeks, maybe.
12
It was really good, but I was running, because David, who took it on,
Yeah.
told me, listen, you're shit at boxing. It is what it is. But if you can last 3 rounds, you can do okay.
You're
You're
getting a bit deep on
not
it.
very good at this, but if he runs in a puff,
Yeah.
you're in. You need stamina, is what you need. So I ran and ran and ran.
You
and it was
did have
nice.
a lot of energy about you.
It was good. I really enjoyed it.
You didn't stop.
No,
It
so
was really exciting.
the last round, I was just hitting him.
Yeah.
And I think it should have been stopped, but he couldn't lift his hands because he just didn't have that.
The cardio wasn't there.
I think that's all it was.
Um,
And I got a lesson from Paul Moffat. I went to his garage one time. He was a professional boxer I play golf with, and he gave me a lesson.
What was
and
the lesson?
that helped. Just how to box.
Yeah.
Shouted at me when I had the bag wrong. Very much. But you know, it all helps, doesn't it?
So, well, how much did you raise?
I don't know.
You raised a good bit.
It was a lot.
It was a lot.
I can't remember.
I remember it
I have a
going.
really bad memory.
Mm.
Like I can't remember things.
I know. I didn't. I got worse.
I sort of do it and move on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next thing.
No, it was.
I
Great.
think it's because I'm a fucking idiot. I've only got so much space for what I need to know. And once I've done something, I don't need to know it anymore. Push it out. Yeah.
It's, but yeah, no, my memory's getting worse. Fucking worse. I don't know what I've done yesterday. I really need to sit and think about it.
I was at work, but I can't tell you anything
What I was
particularly
doing
about
there,
it.
no details.
I was there.
Yeah, if the police left me, I just fucked my hands up. I couldn't tell you whether I did or didn't do it.
Might have.
Might have.
Might have. You're going to need to prove it. 'Cause I don't know.
I was until proven guilty. But yeah. So what's the future hold for Michael then?
I don't know. Prize guy maybe. Be nice to win.
I know. Fuck.
Master
How
Paul.
much you spend on it?
I'm not too bad to be honest. I go in for the ones that are big money. Like $500,000 would be great. I think there's $500,000 on.
Coming up.
I've bought 3 tickets. I only buy 3.
Three?
But, 3.
Just?
No, relax in. Just 3.
Um,
If I win that, I can buy the bar.
Yeah.
That'd be lovely. That's what I would do. Buy the bar. And I can
yeah.
have it. It would be my pension.
But that price, guy's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, a real nice bloke. Do you know him?
I don't know him now.
You instantly like a real nice
Yeah.
guy. Real nice guy.
I actually do remember him when he started in the middle of COVID, and it was like a bar. He was
So we did drink for that bar.
Yeah.
He bought it off me. Like I mean, I did it cost for him.
Yeah.
Stuff, and he bought it off me.
and then
But
he's done a crack. He's developed it.
he's done so well, hasn't he?
Really
So well. But a nice guy and deserves it.
Yeah.
Does deserve it.
Yeah. Very.
And I
good.
really hope I win that Lambo so he's not driving around in it.
I know.
With my
It's fucking
299.
serious, like.
Yeah.
It is fucking serious.
Things like that. I'd enter a Lambo, $500,000, $250,000.
Well, I bought 3 tickets the other day for the house, and the house
It's back up.
It's back up.
But it's
again.
only the house. No more.
Yeah.
But people were all bitching about like if you enter a competition for a house, you shouldn't be able to take the money.
But it's on the table as an offer.
Yeah, but I think it's a good thing, the money, because like if I won the house, right? Yes, it'd be great to win the house. But could I have £275,000 in my bank that day? Fuck, that'd be good.
I'm going for
I could sell the house, sell the cars, take the money, and probably get 330 grand.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be second home taxed on the house, aren't
I
I?
know. Yeah, you're a couple
Capital gains.
tax, yeah.
So I'm actually gonna lose money. I'm better with 275 because I own the house.
Believe it or not, it's an inconvenience.
Well, I can't wait for the money down the road. Will I get what it's?
And you've got to go through all the nonsense what you're going through right now. You can't do a shit because fucking people
Well, they're coming for you. I need food. Can't get one done.
You're going to live in the morning coffee and all. It's like, fuck it, give me the cash. I'd take the cash.
If I win this Lambo now, I'm taking a car.
Absolutely.
100%. And I'll insure it for 6 months and then I'll sell it.
How much you think will be insured? You remember you need to win the
I think it gives you
price
10
tag.
grand or something with it. I would cover it.
That would
It
cover.
wouldn't be that dear to insure a Lambo.
No?
No,
I don't know.
I don't know, a couple of £1,000 for 6 months.
Fuck, I don't
It
know.
gives you 10 grand, what shirts are
Yeah, no.
It's fuel a little bit of a problem.
Fuck, you see the price of tires at the minute? So see all these cost of living crisis and all, and groceries and gas and electric and all that. I get it.
I smoke my e-cig in here.
Yeah,
Sweet.
you do whatever the fuck you want here. Let's
Take
let-
my,
let-
I'll
let's-
take my trousers off. It's my e-cig.
This is what I'm trying to push. No script, no rules. Fuck all. Do what you want. Sure, I usually have a beer.
I'm going back to work.
Yeah, well, I'm in the middle of a jiu-jitsu kind of. I'm entering the jiu-jitsu tournament here in 14th of October, so I'm actually weight cutting at the minute.
It's going well.
And
Camera's not flattering. So I wore a black t-shirt.
well, the
Yeah.
camera puts £10.
I had a white t-shirt on this morning, took it back off, I did this fucking podcast and like that one.
So usually I'd be fucking. I'd have the calories in beer and all that. It's fucking brutal. You ever tried to lose
Yeah.
weight?
Yes, I went to Slammerwork once. I have a friend, Phil K. You know Big Phil?
Yeah.
Phil lost
like,
Phil was 37.5 stone down to like 15, 16
You
stone.
recognise that point?
No, he'll always be a cunt, but he's
Yeah.
skinny cunt now.
Yeah.
Big cunt now. But he did so well. But I went to Slimming World years ago. I think I lost about 3 stone, but my wife hated me. Just in general, that's another point. That's on a separate point. Yeah, that's not really with us. But we went to Slimming World together. So she went and I was like, I'll go too. And then I'm not sitting eating a fucking Chinese, which she's fucking not there cunt. Like,
I know.
so I went and did it with her, and like we went in, everybody's around the story, and they're all like, "Well, how did this week go?" And Sadie says, "I only lost £1," and You know, I was really good all week, but she forgets to mention the 3 bottles of wine and 2 Chineses. You know, that sort of thing. I'd be very honest. But Deborah would have gone in, you know, she lost a couple of pounds, she had really well. And I would have said, well, I had a Snickers in the car on the way here. I was at work, so I had a cheesy chip from Spice Island, you know, Freeze next door, gave me tacos and a burrito, so I ate that. You know, I went out for a few beers.
Yeah.
You lost 4 pounds, well done.
Yeah.
My wife was like, you're a prick.
I know, like, fuck you lose.
You just eat well for 3 days and eat shit for 4 and still lose weight. I've been this weight for 15 years.
Yeah. What was your fight? Did you lose any weight in the fight?
I don't think we weighed or anything, no.
You know, just straight in.
Just in, I don't think there was. He just paired you up by your good looks. We were the 2 best friends, so that's why we went together.
Makes sense. But no, it's fucking hard.
It's hard. It's harder as you get older.
Yeah.
Your metabolism slows.
Especially, and then women too, once they have kids and all, nothing seems to fucking work right too. But especially whenever one partner's not trying to lose weight, and they're fucking
hard to watch someone eat a pasty supper.
Or a fucking cream,
with a salad in your mouth.
A cream puff.
You're
sitting there having your coffee with no fucking sugar, and they're bailing into their 2 sugars and fucking pastries. And they're like, jeez.
Tommy's not been too helpful during this situation then.
Well, I am talking from experience.
Sounds like that. Poor Tommy.
Maybe you ain't getting home then.
No, don't go to sleep. We stay here.
But yeah, so the old weight loss thing, I've noticed the belly creeping up like.
I'm seeing.
I'd be addicted to sausage rolls, mate.
I love a sausage roll.
See the deli ones, the greasier the better. Like there's nothing gourmet or fancy about
it. There's a wee place up the road from me at Betty's, so it's next door to Maud's.
Yes.
It's an older couple in it.
Yes.
They're retired and they opened a wee sandwich shop.
Lovely.
Sandwiches maybe it's called. I've never really looked at the sign. But it's right up to the hop house. And great sausage rolls.
Fucking don't
really
tell
good,
me.
Really good sausage rolls.
Don't tell me.
Was.
You can't beat it. You can't beat a sausage roll like.
I enjoy a sausage roll.
Have you tried the vegan ones from Greg's?
I did try one. It tasted like a sausage roll, but it's like kissing your sister. You know, it's like kissing, but it's not quite right. You know, that sort of thing. You know, it's like a sausage roll, it's not quite right. I'm from comics. I'm comics, so you know.
Yeah. Fuck, I'm from Banter. It's scary up there. What people kiss.
Different world.
But no, good sausage roll get you for a lot of problems.
It's amazing at the age how things change, isn't it? Like we love a good sausage roll. You know, like I stand down at the bar and I think to myself, I used to stand like 15 years ago, I stood at the bar and thought, fuck me, shit with that.
Yep.
You know, you were a single free man, you were young. Now I stand and look at someone and think, fuck, she should have brought cookers to be freezing there. You know,
I know.
She should have brought a coat, you're going to be Baltic.
I know.
Not really close.
It's definitely an age thing, mate. Definitely an age thing. Because I find myself saying things that my parents would say.
Yeah.
Not because that's what they say, because I'm in that situation now.
Oh, well, I'm two of my kids. Like, my wife would every so often say to me, Jesus Christ, Robert.
Yeah.
Use my dad's name, you know.
Like,
yeah. You know, you're turning it up, man.
It's definitely.
Shouting at them for leaving the lights on and stepping on a wee bit. That used to drive my dad mental. You know the wee bit of door frame? You see go out the back door, we had always stood on it and gone out.
Yeah.
That used to drive me mental. Stand, he's like, step over it. You know, stand on it. And now my kids stand on it and they shout down for it. Yeah, the same. Oh, it's wild.
Do you like getting older?
I like the age I'm at now. Nobody age are really like 36.
Yeah.
35, 36. Because Betty's, I was in Betty's, doing really well.
Yeah.
No COVID, no cost of living, life was good. Enjoying myself, I was doing things. You know, I was exercising, I was doing the boxing, I was active and doing stuff.
Good time.
I was enjoying life. Because there was no pressure, no doom and gloom.
Yeah, you'd found your wee sweet spot.
That was my sweet spot. Yeah.
I wouldn't go back. You know, say if someone says,
I wouldn't thank you for being 18
I wouldn't thank you for being late teens, 20s.
I think growing up for us from no social media was a good thing.
Very fucking much.
Yeah, you know, no one was taking videos of you when you were streaking down the street naked after a little beer.
I know.
You know, if you did something fucking stupid, it didn't get 1 million views on some channel. You know, you just did it stupid, your mates laughed at you and told people.
That was the end of it.
Yeah.
But because I would have been out every weekend in the 20s, but it was just fucking escapism because I didn't like anything else going on in my life.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you kind of figure it out. Some people don't. You miss all their boats. You know, I missed a couple, but managed to fucking jump on a couple of the other ones.
Yeah.
But see, in your 20s, like, you're trying to figure it out. Like, you're trying to figure out your house, your car, your holidays, your career, It's a lot.
See a 20-year-old now.
Yeah.
How the fuck
How
is a
they
20-year-old
going
going
to
to buy a house?
They're not, mate.
They're just not.
They're just not.
Like I got a
0
house.
hour contracts and all this.
Like,
and
even
even
if-
the contract, it's shit money.
yeah, but even if you're making okay money,
Yeah.
how the hell are you going to save 20% to buy a house?
You're not, man.
Like, how does someone get 30 grand together to buy like a nice house? An average house is what, 150,000, 130,000. How is someone getting 25 to 30,000 pound together? Like at 19, 20, 21, 22,
Doesn't
23,
make
24.
sense. Doesn't make
They
sense.
don't have a home. And then if they're renting, I'm still wondering.
Yeah.
Well,
How you getting out of that trap?
it's great to live in your mum and dad's house, you get your shit done for you.
Yeah.
But you know, bring a
They're
woman
called-
back and you're at that age where you're meeting a girl and you're dating, you want your own space,
Yeah.
you want your own thing.
No.
And you know, you want to masturbate in your living room, so you live in that one, the total that's like, your bum moved up.
Danger, like.
Yeah.
Um,
You know, how the hell are they ever going to get anywhere? I don't
how do they escape that?
know. And the parents don't have money, because like when I bought my first house, my mum and dad helped me.
Yeah.
You know, when I did anything, my mum and dad helped me.
Yeah.
Because then, but see what cost of living, your parents don't have money. They don't have it, their interest rates up,
not there.
their credit card bills are up because the interest up, the disposal's not there for them, their savings, they need.
I wouldn't go back in it.
No, I wouldn't think it would be done
My
again.
30s maybe. But
I'm
not
still
really.
in my mid to late 30s.
Yeah, no, I'm 43 this year.
I'm 40 next year. So I'm mid to late 30s,
Yeah.
let's call
Yeah, cutting mids.
it. Yeah, mid-ish.
Mid-Easters.
Yeah, mid-ish.
No, I wouldn't go back. I'm very happy. You know, obviously COVID wasn't great, and then losing parents and stuff isn't great. But I've my wee boxes ticked, like.
Yeah.
You know, it's not, fingers crossed, like, but it's not going to go too far fucking wrong for me now.
Yeah.
But that took,
Settled.
yeah, but that took I took my 30s.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Of fucking trial and error,
Yeah.
sacrifice, discipline, have a go.
Yeah.
And that's a bollocks.
It's hard when you have a go at something that doesn't work out.
Yeah.
It's got like confidence as much as like on social media when you're doing your carpets and you're doing your videos and your starlight stuff. It's all confidence.
Yeah.
But behind closed doors, and I think everyone's the same. It's behind the curtain what this is. I think everyone's the same. Like we all sit and question ourselves. Every decision's questioned. Everything in your life
and
questioned.
put yourself out there. It's kind of like, you know, I understand, you know, whenever you're on, you know, doing your videos and stuff about bellies, but a lot of people don't understand it. That's marketing.
Yeah.
That's your advertising. You need to have the balls to face the public ignorance. You know, what's this dickhead at now?
Yeah.
They don't realise I'm fucking pushing my business.
Well, that a lot of my social media, like my normal stuff on my own page,
Yeah.
is done. I like doing it because I think, and a lot of people would have said to me after the COVID stuff, like, we really enjoyed your videos. It was good crack.
Yeah.
It cheered us up.
Yeah,
And that's a big part of social media for me.
Yeah,
To be cheery.
yeah,
You know, that's what it needs to be. Like for me, social media should be brightening other people's day.
absolutely.
The fucking doom and gloom. There's enough fucking doom and gloom going on with everybody else listening
With
tonight.
my personality, I love doing funny posts,
Yeah.
entertaining posts, because I don't need to think about it, because it just resonates with my personality.
Yeah.
That's who I am.
But hence the podcast and all that. you know.
Yeah. That's who I am. So I don't mind it. But some days I am having a bad day, and I'm thinking, you know, I need to stay on the radar.
Yeah.
You know, and I need to kind of think of something entertaining. I call it entertaining. And
Keep you relevant.
keeps you relevant, because I understand the correlation. I put a funny fucking post out. Someone goes on to North Down Mums. Do you know any carpet cleaners? That guy made me laugh this morning.
Yeah.
I'll tag him.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
But I know that people don't realise that that's how it works. They just think, fuck me, he's a sad, attention-seeking fucking.
I don't think people do.
I think.
Everything to do.
Because that's 20 years ago we didn't have the vocabulary, the haters and the naysayers. To see that new word, the haters,
Yeah.
it does kind of describe a small group of people that.
It's a small group of people.
That
Which is
the
what you
minority.
need to remember.
Yeah.
You know, 99.9% of people are great. Like,
Yeah.
they comment on my social media stuff. They write positive things. They enjoy the videos. They like it. You know.
But there's people out there scared to have a go at something because of the 1%, 0.1%
Yeah.
that would mock them.
I would have been like that younger. Like I always had these massive teeth.
Yeah.
These aren't new. Like I
You-
didn't go to Turkey
You
for
were
these.
teaching dirty.
I didn't go
For
to
this.
Turkey for these. Like I grew these myself. You know, and I would have been bullied in school.
Oh, serious?
Oh, 100%. You know, picked on and slobbered at and all that, but it's a learning curve, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
and all those people I speak to now.
Yeah.
Friendly.
So
Someone's
like
played off
a
together.
free drink.
No, I'm from. I've heard of the great kisser.
It's out in the public domain.
But you know, I play golf with some of those guys now. You know that we're all friendly. We all grew up.
Yeah.
But I was bullied at school. I was picked on. You know, you're in pubs. People made me comments about your teeth, smart people. I get it. Why people don't put their face out on social media. People that carry weight, those things. They don't want people making fun of them online.
It's a risk.
It's hard. Like
it's a risk. You know.
It does hurt your feelings when people say horrible things.
We're all fucking human.
And I would say like there's many a times I've written out things back to those people, deleted it. And then just be like, fucking block it, move on.
Yeah, but that's good therapy too. Because there was what was it? It was one of these American presidents. And when he died, they went into his drawer, and there was hundreds of letters, like angry letters.
Yeah.
And
he's just venting.
He vented, and instead of sending it, he just put it in his drawer, and then moved on. And that's the best way to deal with it, like, because it's the old eye for an eye.
Or find the person stabbed to death. Go one way or the other.
Yeah, or I know people like
no guy knows a guy.
I know a guy knows a guy, and I can get his people to speak to your people. A small fee, a small tip.
There's some people just that it upsets me a wee bit, like the window dancing.
Yes.
Like you get 4 women up dancing in the window, and someone puts on a derogatory comment, and I'm like, what's the
really?
need? Like what's
Everybody's
the
having a good
and it's
time.
grown-ups writing things, grown-up men and women, like adults. Like these women are up having a good time.
Yeah.
I'm videoing to advertise my business, and you're writing something horrible. I'm like,
stop it.
fucking why? Catch yourself on.
And
I hope your children are never treated the way you treat people.
I know.
You know, nobody treats you like that.
It's karma, mate.
Yeah.
You know, it is karma, and hurt people, and that's how it kind of.
Some people are cunts.
Some people are just cunts by nature. Like,
there's no fixing it.
And there's, it's like you couldn't make me be a cunt.
No.
And then there's cunts who you couldn't make be nice.
But you only remember the bad ones, that's the problem. There's so many nice people, so many genuinely nice people who help are great people, and you only remember the cunts.
The cunts.
It's the ones you remember.
The cunts. And every family's got one.
Not mine.
Fuck.
I'm a sister, she's dead nice, my sister.
Serious?
Lovely girl.
Jesus.
Real nice.
I'm hanging around on families.
You met my sister. You know who's great? My dad.
Yes.
My mum's a lovely woman too, but my dad's a great bloke. If you met him, you'd instantly like him.
Yeah.
What a lovely man.
Very
Just
good.
a nice, fun guy, he's decent.
Well, he's done a good job on you, Mike.
Thanks, mate. Thanks.
You.
He's a good guy. He's just a good guy.
You golf with him, or?
Yes, the odd time. Not very often. He has his golf friends, at my golf friends.
They're better than your friends?
No, he's not better.
Ah!
He's a great bowler. He took up bowls a few years ago. Plays a bit at Shaw's Bridge and down at Wood Park, and he's a phenomenal bowler. I called down to Wood Park last week, and I've thrown bowls at Shaw's Bridge, one but never at Wood Park. And confidence-wise for my bowls, it's gone. Oh, completely destroyed it. He's really, really good.
I've always fancied a bit of the bowls.
It's a game you can drink at, you'd like it.
I know.
You can drink what you do.
Honestly, I have, because I would have had vending machines in different bowling clubs over the years. And I've seen them sitting on a wee pint and having a wee go, like, and it's almost like, see, like the simpler the game, you know, you just have a ball and you throw it, and you have to try and get close to that ball.
I think it'd be a great game in retirement. Like a wee charcuterie board on the table, some meats and cheeses, bottle of wine.
No pressure.
You know, you've nowhere to be that for the next 10 years till you die.
Tinker about.
Play some bowls. Your wife doesn't care what you're doing because she's been with you for 50 years. She's looking at you. You're down throwing some bowls, with a wee sip and some wine. Like what I imagine Italians do when they retire. Italian and Portuguese people.
Have we someday?
Out in the sunshine.
Head down bowls club.
Out in the sunshine, outdoors playing bowls, with charcuterie board. You know, glass of wine. Oh, lovely.
Have you any like retirement plans or retirement dreams?
I want to be retired by 50.
Yeah.
COVID came and changed it to 52.
That's not too bad.
Well, cost of living and everything else. I imagine I'm going to be at 58 now, 60.
Yes.
I'm going to be where everybody else is, I think, in the end.
Yeah. Are you going to do like a wee villa in Spain or something?
No.
Or the motorhome? You're going to do the motorhome thing?
No. And me and my wife could cope with motorhome.
No.
No, we'd kill each other. Fuck that, we'd kill each other. I would like to retire just here. I'd love a house by the ocean.
Yeah.
And I'm actually, the house we're looking to move to is up the mountain.
Nice.
Like it's in Glencorn,
Yeah, well,
on the high town, so
yeah,
it's
yeah,
even
yeah,
further.
yeah,
I'm,
yeah.
I'm going
You're-
further
you're-
away from
you're
the
getting-
sea.
Yeah, you're
I'm
getting
going
the
further
snow.
away from a fucking dream.
You're getting more snow.
I'd love to live at the ocean, but it's too expensive. I can't afford it. It is what it is.
Yeah, at the minute. At the minute.
Yeah, one day.
One day.
One day.
Because the older I get, I remember when I was younger, people talking about views and sceneries and backdrops, and I just went over my head, like. But some of the homes I would work in, and the big, beautiful sea views and all, I'd be working away going, fuck me, I'm really in that, like.
It's nice, isn't
Do
it?
you know what I mean? So
I'd love just to sit at the end of the day, in the front, in the back garden, ocean there, sitting with a barbecue on, my wife and kids around
and the
it,
views.
glass of beer, you know, just.
Yeah, I
sound of the waves.
The older I get, I'm getting into that shit, like.
Problem is, I need about 600,000 for a house.
Yeah, well, I think, you know,
I don't think it'll ever happen for me, unfortunately. But
well,
my kids, hopefully my kids find something like that.
well, your boys are alright. Were you entrepreneur, really?
Yes, he got in behind you and that stuff with the vending. He got a
big game.
one. Gareth took one from the fun fair there in the big wheels.
Yeah,
He took one all summer, so he did great out of it. And then he has one, a guy Liam and Naomi.
yeah.
They took one in a news agent on the Antrim Road opposite the waterworks, 303 Antrim Road.
Brilliant.
It's a wee shop they have, like a sweet shop, a lot of American stuff and all those like the Prime and
Yeah.
Cheetos or whatever, all those crisps are you can't get to all that stuff.
He's
Took
got
one in there.
time, like.
And he has that boxing machine in that beer garden that he bought.
I know, he get a few more there. Not
Yeah,
they're good money now.
So he's doing well at that. He's 12.
12, man.
He's 12.
He's got a head start,
So
like.
it's good for him. You know, I
Yeah,
think it's a
yeah,
good
yeah.
way to teach him. You know, he started secondary school on Wednesday there.
Yes.
And they sort of looked at his timetable, and there's a thing on his timetable called like employability or something it was called, and it's all about getting them ready to go into the workplace.
Yeah.
I'm a bit like, son, that's not what you want.
That's not your.
You don't want to get ready to go into the workplace, you want to get ready to be the workplace.
serve the workplace. As
Yeah,
such.
you know, you serve people
Yeah.
and have your own workplace, you know,
Yeah.
find your own thing,
Yeah.
find something you love doing and do it for yourself.
Yeah.
But not everybody can do that.
It is a.
It's stressful, tough and horrible.
It's a personality thing.
I think you have to love like being in the shit all the time, firefighting, hating your life
Yeah.
half the week but loving it the
It's
other half.
it's the process, man.
Yeah, it just is.
It's shutting off. You have to shut off your own feelings sometimes because stuff needs done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know a lot of things I had to overcome would be, you know, like the cliche. I'll do it when things are right, or I'll start it whenever I feel okay. Things are never going to be right.
It's never a right time for
There's
anything.
never a right time, and you're never going to feel
Like now
right.
is not the right time for me to move house and get a bigger mortgage. Now is not the right time.
But you have
We
to.
had our house sale agreed and a house bought at the sea pre-COVID.
Yeah.
Lovely 5-bedroom house sitting on the edge of the ocean down at White Abbey.
Nice.
It was beautiful. It was a dream home, like a dream home. Would work 4 years, I'd worked 15 years,
Yeah.
90 hours a week
Yeah.
to get to the point where I could afford a house like that. Thank God I didn't, because I had to give it back during COVID because I couldn't afford a mortgage. But I got to my dream house and my wife's,
Yeah.
and it didn't happen. And we had to pull out of it because of COVID. COVID came, we're like, it's not smart to do this right now, let's pull back.
Yeah.
And, you know, the cars were taken off the drive, everything went, you know,
Yeah,
the fire sale.
The big green
So we're
machine.
big green machine and her Range Rover, get it gone, you know, and then the older cars, that was it.
Yeah.
But not the end of the world, with 2 cars in the drive, they worked.
Yeah, yeah.
It was fine. You know, she was in an E-Class Mercedes, I was in an A5, did years on them, but they were fine.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You know, so you sort of think, you sit there again thinking, fucking shit, I've lost my Supercar and my Range Rover. And then I've got a fucking Mercedes and Audi to drive.
And the motorbike.
It's
how did
10-year-old and I'm bitching at.
the motorbike.
It went because eventually I was going to die. Which is a bit of an issue, got young children. And you know what, I bought it 5 years pre that.
What engine was on that? 1100.
1000. It was an MT10. It was mental, it wheeled in every gear and all.
No way.
It was mental.
Too
But
much.
it was just sitting the last year, I never really used it. I took up golf.
Yeah.
I got into golf and I needed my clubs on me all the time to practice and play, and I got out of the way of using the motorbike, riding back and forth to work. I was using it once a year to go on away on a trip with some guys,
Yes.
like Brokeback Mountain, but with motorbikes.
Yeah. Well, that's
Same
when it
thing.
all first started. For
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
wasn't it?
That's why I went in the motorbike, and I was like, you go away with the guys and just walk. So, I hope these guys don't watch this. Let out the secrets, otherwise I'll never let them away again.
I'll edit that.
It didn't get used for a year. I'd
Yeah.
sit in my back garden, and I think I lost like £800 and I had it for 5 years.
Oh, that's
It's because those things were up in value at the time, so
Yeah.
it's like, get rid of it now, watch
yeah,
it.
you can live
I
with
got rid
that.
of it.
Like, you can live with that, man.
And I ordered a Rolex watch. I always wanted one, I ordered one.
Another one?
Yeah.
Or
No, well, I have one. My granny died and left me a couple of quid, and I wanted something that the money just goes into your bank and gets sucked out in daily life, doesn't it? Eventually just
No.
whittles down.
And you don't feel like you've anything to show.
No,
for
so
your
I wanted
effort.
something, so the one I wear now is a bought with the money my granny had died and left me.
Yes.
And they were a lot cheaper then. I think she left me £5,000, and it was
Yeah.
under that to watch. So that's what I did.
What Rolex is it?
A date just. It's nice.
Yeah,
It's a nice watch, but that's why I have it. I bought it, and I will never sell it. It's like dire straits. See, if I'm dire straits and I need a couple of
Oh,
mortgages,
yeah.
a couple of mortgages for 6
yeah,
months.
yeah.
That's what it's for.
Yeah.
But I don't want to sell it because I bought it with my granny's money. It's
Sentimental.
It's
Can't
sentimental.
put a
Yeah.
price on it now.
But I sold the motorbike and thought I'll order a new watch, and
Yes.
then at least the motorbike money isn't going into my bank account and just dwindling.
Isn't it weird though how that happens?
Well, unfortunately, I ordered a watch 2 years ago. The watch never came. I sold the motorbike a year ago, thinking the watch would be here soon. It never came, and the money's running down the bank account. Now I don't have money by the watch.
Yeah, it's fucking.
So if I
shocking.
want the next watch, I got to sell this one to get the next one.
Yeah, no, it's like say if I go and do a job and I get money and then I kind of just put it in my wallet and leave my wallet beside the bed.
Yeah.
Like that money's going to be there a week later. See if I put it into the bank. It's not.
Aye.
It's fucking. Then you're fucking on your online banking and you're like, I sat the other day and like a couple of years ago, I bought Tammy like a fucking. Call them Amazon things. You know, for Christmas it was just a wee stocking filler. It was Amazon,
Yeah.
and I got her the subscription, so she could download whatever books she wanted.
Yeah.
And it was coming out £9.99. I have 3 gym memberships, mate.
Didn't use one.
Didn't use them. Well, I used one just. But it was the old idea. I'll have the fucking what do you call that gym? It's open 24/7. 24/7.
24 Fitness. Gary, the one Gary owns.
Oh, I'm not sure what it is, but
By the fire station.
no.
Oh, Pure Gym.
Pure gym.
Aye, there's another one called
So-
24 Fitness.
yeah.
It's really good. You should join it too.
I know. I'm fucking
It's really
doing that
good.
thing. And then you fucking, and then you've 2 Netflix accounts, you've 3 gym memberships, you've fucking Amazon Fire subscriptions, and you're like, that's where the fucking money goes.
It's all the 9.99s,
It's all
15.99s.
fucking all over the fucking show. You go through your bank, and then a lot of them, because you'll go and you'll check your standing orders and direct debits, and you'll go, well, I only have that and that.
In my house, my car, bit of insurance.
Yeah. But a lot of your Amazon stuff, they just take it. It's not a It's like a subscription. Do you know one time before?
It's Amazon Prime, you're paying for it.
Yeah, well, you pay for that too. But see, sometimes they're dead fucking sneaky. So say we were doing the artificial grass thing in the front garden, and I bought the special tape. You think it's double backed or something? I don't know what the fuck.
It's a big white roll with that way.
Yeah, but I didn't realise I ordered like 1 a week. No, instead of just 5, right? So I see for the first couple of months, I was like, "Them stupid bastards! They keep sending me this out." No, I took the button to buy one a week.
Building supply, that's something people would use.
And once you click that box, that's all automated then. So and then you have to go into your fucking Amazon and scroll through the subscriptions, and you're like, "There's fucking 5 subscriptions for
I
things."
don't have any of those.
It's fun, but not by choice, because I thought I was only buying it now once.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, it's a fucking joke.
So you open Amazon account, sell tape for
Yes.
grass.
I don't go. I'm not very good that way. You know, it's not about what you earn; it's about what you keep. Do you know what I mean? There's guys out there on 50 grand a year, a fucking hell of a lot more money than fucking most.
Yeah.
Because they're wise with it on the back end.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know, I'd be like, work, and then have 3 gym memberships that you don't use.
Things like that are silly, but
Very silly.
I've had different outlooks over the last sort of 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
It's changed as I've got older.
Yeah.
Originally, I was squirreling it all away. The first couple of years. So I really told you to make any money first year of your business.
I know that cliche.
It went well for me. I got good support. It went well. I made some money. But I kept it. And then my mum's got cancer at the minute. She's doing chemo and stuff. She's finished. I think she's finished it next week. So once you get sort of that news came, you're then thinking to yourself, well, obviously that news came after I had no money fucking left because COVID. But whatever I'm making, then I'm like, why not go for dinner? Why not do something with your wife,
Yeah.
your kids, you know.
Absolutely.
Over the summer there, we were go-karting in the go-karting academy loads. That was 80 quid a child,
Yeah.
you know, but we went 3 times, and it was 80 quid for 3 days. But it isn't that dear, but it's 160 then with 2 kids, and then we went 3 times, all of a sudden it's the same price for the mortgage for the month.
Yeah.
You know, over a month.
I know.
But it was like, why not?
Yeah.
Like, I could die tomorrow.
Yeah, you can get bad news tomorrow.
Yeah, or should have scored all the way to retire at 60 and live to 62.
But do you know what does my head up, right? This is why I've a couple of houses there and I'm selling them, because I had a friend whose dad had a few quid and unfortunately had a stroke. Right? Now it's horrible to say, but he should have died, because then the money would have been transferred to his kids.
Yeah.
Well, do you know where his money's going now?
Palliative care.
Palliative care.
Yeah.
And I mean hundreds of thousands.
But you need to care, and that belief, the belief of that your money should go to your children. Any money I have left, if I go into a home, it's my money. It's there for me to be comfortable for the rest of my days. And yes, homes are expensive.
Yeah.
I have a friend who owns a few nursing homes, right?
Yeah.
And I would be very much along the lines of like, that money that is mine, that I've saved my whole life, should be used for me to be as comfortable as I possibly can for the rest of my days.
Yeah.
And if there's anything left at the end, then the kids can have it.
Yeah.
But for like, if something happens to my mum and dad, like, I hope they use their money to be as comfortable as they can forever. I'll not be expecting a penny. If there's something left, it's a bonus.
Yeah.
But it's their money. They've worked their whole lives to get that money, and they've looked after me along the road.
Yeah.
I've had my end.
He's.
But I get the point of the nursing home robs out of money.
Yeah, but it's not just the nursing home. Medically, I don't know how
He's not capable of knowing what's going on. He's not there anymore. He's not there anymore. No.
And it's just.
And that's sad to deal with for the people that are having to deal with it.
Plus, all the kind of family's money's just being paid down.
I get that too, but the man should be comfortable, even if he doesn't know what's going on.
He
should be comfortable. He should have the best care he can have for the value of money that he owns. It's his money.
I just thinking now, you know, all the stress I put up with fucking crazy tenants.
Yeah.
For me, one day just
no, enjoy it.
I'm gonna enjoy it now. Like,
I think a lot of people should travel the world.
I'm gonna
see the world, sit and watch a sunrise or a sunset in a foreign country, and experience other cultures. Get out and see the world. We're a very small speck in a big planet. Get out and see it and experience it.
I'd rather have memories. I'm like you. I'm making these kind of subtle kind of shifts where I'd rather have memories now. Like. And you know, because I've been on my deathbed once upon a time before, and that's what motivated me to fucking, you know, get my life in order. Whereas the stage I'm getting at now is all this work. I'm 43 now. I know a lot of people that have died.
Yeah. That's the age I'm at, where friends are getting ill. You know, you're hearing things.
Friends' parents are all.
I still feel funny.
Yeah, well, I still feel like funny.
You know, when I started getting like unwell with things, so like I'm on a cholesterol tablet. take a statin every night. 40 milligrams statin from a cholesterol. It's hereditary bad. I'm on it, right? I've got sciatica at the minute. I'll shuffle every so often because of sciatica all down this leg. It's agony.
Yeah.
I've gout in my big toe. You know, all different wee ailments like that.
And then they just become normal.
But it's just life now. It is what it is. But I noticed from the day and hour I did that first fucking Randox test. When the Randox pay for like a full body MOT, and see from there I had nothing but fucking problems. Now that I know, but I was oblivious. I was like, I don't know what was wrong. I was fine. I was cracking on. I think I would have a stroke by now. But you know, that's best that I did.
But that's another thing. You know, you can die. That shit. But there's worse things than death. You know, like a stroke. Imagine having a stroke and having fucking X amount of pounds in the bank. You can't enjoy it.
You never enjoyed it. People that never enjoy it. But I have since Betty's, I've made I've made friends with people that have money, a lot more money than I do, a lot more.
Yeah. And
people that are millionaires that you now know, and you know, you just get into, you go to different dinners, you get invited to dinners.
Yes.
You get invited to wee things, and then you meet people and you like them and you get on with them and you maybe play around the golf down the road, and you know, they're wealthy people. Yeah. Most of them do enjoy their money.
Yeah.
Most of them do. Most of them that I meet do enjoy their money.
Yeah.
They do spend it. I think they keep enough, and they work a lot for that money. Like they work 90 hours a week.
Yeah.
But they have boats. They've got nice cars.
Yeah.
And they go on nice holidays. You know,
that is the way to do it. Like,
yeah, they do enjoy the money.
That's the way to do it. Like,
it's that bracket I find the bracket that doesn't particularly enjoy the money is the bracket that I'm in. That you have a bit, but you don't have enough that you can start spending on whatever you want. You've got a bit.
Yeah.
You're not worried about losing your house tomorrow. You're not looking at the bank every month.
Yeah.
Now you are looking at your business and different things, and of course there's big bills and payments, but you're not panicking.
Yeah.
And if you want to go for a dinner, you can.
Yeah.
But you're not in a bracket where you can say, right, let's go away for 2 weeks, because you got to work.
Yeah.
Still, those guys can lift their family and just go.
Yeah.
Work will be fine. They've got people
They
around.
can do what they want when they want.
Yeah.
They've kind of cracked.
I would love to be there one day.
I
would love to be financially stable and work stable, that I could leave.
Yeah. Delegate that. What you know, I fantasize about having a motorhome. Like.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And are you going to learn to do tarmacking as well while you're out there, or what's the deal? I don't enjoy the caravan world. Don't enjoy it. It's just not for me.
And I might be on the same page with you after I have a go. We hired a big camper van out and we got around Portrush.
There's a company in Banter, does it?
Yeah.
It's Alan Thompson. And his wife won, I play golf on top of him.
Yeah.
And him and his wife won a few other ones. I can't remember the name, whether I plug it for him.
Yeah.
But he rents them out. He said it's flat out.
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd get a bit of that. We done it once before and had a good time. But
I like an all-inclusive in Tenerife.
Oh, I like that too.
I like that.
It's nice too, but it's just one of those things I've got a wee fancy for. Like.
I enjoy North Coast now. I love Port Stewart.
Yeah.
My mum and dad had an apartment in Port Stewart as we grew up.
Nice.
Once they retired, they sold it because it was their escape from work.
Yeah.
But we were there a lot as kids, and I love Port Stewart around there. And
Portrush is really. It was really buzzing.
Yeah.
Down at the wee harbour, all the wee restaurants and pubs and all there.
Yeah, really nice. All the restaurants and bars.
Down there with the sun out.
It's hard to beat, isn't it?
It really is. Great buzz.
Be a nice part of the world to live in.
Yeah.
Really nice.
And do you know, see that kind of buzz? You can't put your finger on it and you don't know how to create it. But we were down in Dublin too. And it has some kind of buzz in the fucking air too. Like.
I find a lot of that buzz, but it's obviously busy places.
Yeah.
And Portrush is not busy all year.
No.
But the likes of Dublin, see that on-street furniture. So here, I have a cafe pavement license, right?
Yeah.
Stringent rules against that cafe pavement license. It has to be off the street. It can't be static furniture. It has to be removable. By at 10:30, the street, all drink must be off the street, and all furniture must be removed by 11 p.m. and the street returned to the way it was. These are the council rules, right? It is what it is. But when you go to places like, we go to a place Westport on the motorbikes for a broke back thing. Westport has like all the bars and restaurants use like the parking bays and build a static seating area where people sit and drink in it. And it really creates a really city culture vibe.
Isn't it nice?
It's lovely. Like I have that new furniture at the front, and it's like comfortable garden furniture.
Yeah.
And anyone that's sat on it's been like, this is fucking great. Sitting here, like you feel like you're on holidays. Like
yeah.
It's out in a minute, and I hope to God there's 100 people there and people sitting on it. Yeah, doubt it.
The sun's out.
Sunday. But all day yesterday there was people on it. You know, it was lovely in the sun, sitting there. The sun stays for me at about 7 p.m.
Yeah.
And it just creates that city culture feel.
It really does.
But it's hard to do that in Bangor because you can't have static furniture, you can't build static areas. You have to have storage to take all this stuff away. Like, thankfully free is at Fat Bastard Burger and Baby Adriano's.
Yes.
There's a plug if you haven't heard one. He lets me, I have a key on my car keys to his shop.
Yes.
He closes at 11. So at 10:30 when he starts, about 10:45 he slows down and starts tidying up. I put all the furniture in there.
Got you.
And then he's able to use it during the week when I'm not there as well, which is good for him. But
very good.
He lets me have a key to his shop to put it in because I have no storage.
No,
everything in Betty's is used for space for people, toilets, all that. There's a store for drink.
Right. Yeah,
but it's got the drink in it and the bins and all that stuff, you know. There's no, like, I don't have a room this size that I could just stack garden furniture
and stuff in.
I don't have it.
Yeah, that talking about business ideas, storage is a good game to get into.
I have a storage container in like a big blue place up by Con Lake. It's all blue storage containers in there next to the Gypsies. Might be called the big blue storage container place. Big storage place, I don't know what it's called. But I have one there, and there's a kitchen in it. My mum and dad got a new kitchen, so I took their old kitchen out. It wasn't that old, and I put it in there in case I needed it for a rental or something else. Or someone says to me, "Fuck, I bought a house and we need to do the kitchen. I've got a kitchen you want? Yeah, I'll give it away."
Because
some have it.
Yeah, no, I do. I fancy.
But he said, like, he wished he had started that 20 years earlier and made it 20 times bigger.
I'm telling you. I have a guy who does kind of like handyman work for me. And he says to me, do you know anybody? And I says, I do actually. And I recommend, do you know Paddy Starr?
Mhm.
You know, he's got a whack on. But he was telling me the gypsies is full. They put him on a waiting list.
So when I went to that big blue one, it was full. The only thing they had was the container that they put up the very top for their advertising on it.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, don't use it because it leaks a wee bit. And I was like, I'm putting an old kitchen in it. Don't
Yeah,
worry about it.
Yeah.
Do it at a price.
Plug it up like I plugged my motorboy
it'll
in.
be fine. Yeah, it'll be absolutely fine.
It'll be fine. So that's a lot of people are getting out of property and getting into storage.
But I think that is gone now as well.
Yeah.
That's going to go too. You know, there'll be a wee flutter of that, and that'll be it. Everybody's done it. There's too much of it.
Yeah, don't go. Well, it's like don't put all your eggs in the one basket, that kind of thing.
And that's where I sort of am now with Betty's. That's what I have is Betty's. I need to do something else.
Have a wee sideline.
I need to do something else.
I find, you know, like I built up the wee vending machine franchise, and I always wondered how people built businesses without some other cash flow.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to see trying to build a business purely on the profit and live,
Yeah.
I think it would be incredibly hard. Like, do you know what I mean? You need, because I have the rent coming in.
Yeah.
So whenever someone stole a vending machine, as they do, or break into a Chinese and decide to stick a fucking hammer through your vending machines while they're at it,
Steal some sweets.
take some fucking sweets and 50 quid.
Mm-hmm.
To try and replace them from the profit,
Yeah.
you know, it's kind of like, you know,
Don't be young.
don't be fuck all.
No.
You see, or like the vending machine would be dead in the water before the government changed the £1 coin or COVID.
But once you change the £1 coin, you got to change all the mechanisms.
All the mechanisms.
It's 30, 40 quid. There's 100 machines. Well, the machine makes 100 a month.
And
You know, once
the
gone.
government don't say, you know, there's a couple of quid for you, son. You know, sorry about that.
Yeah.
You're just left the firefight and figure it out. But you need another sideline.
Yeah, you need something
You
else.
know, like you've got Betty's. You know, you need another sideline.
I think so.
For your own emotional.
I'd like another pub.
health. Serious?
Yeah.
What about Betty's fucking Belfast?
I think
You had something, play something in Belfast, did you
in
not?
Hollywood. We did it like a day thing in Belfast. We like took over a place for a day.
Ah, right.
We did a thing. It was good fun.
Yeah.
But no, I would like somewhere else in Bangor. I think a pub, a proper pub.
A proper pub, because you've obviously got the model that works.
Yeah,
Betty's.
where it is.
And you know, they say that to scale your business, you just repeat the fucking template, like
In different towns.
different times. Can you do that with Betty's?
You could like more in Belfast, but it's the money. There is no money anymore. That's
Yeah.
the problem. You know, you need to get into Belfast. You need serious money.
And again, Betty's is, you know, you're not open 7 days a week.
No weekends. Just I'm going to try and open a Wednesday, Thursday here, but again, you question yourself now. You don't know. You know
Yeah.
what's going to come, what's not. Is there people out? Is there not? And it's cost of living. We're back to.
Mm-hmm.
For people that don't have the money to go out 2 nights a week, they've got enough to go out once and spend 30 quid. You know.
Yeah,
That's
so,
it.
So you're paying the rates and stuff, and that building's only open what,
A few days a week, eh?
Yeah, so you need to make all your money,
Over the
cover
weekend.
all that.
Over the weekend.
Yeah, so maybe a pub,
7 day a week trading pub with a
7
bit
day
of food.
week trading pub, with quality fucking, you know, fish. Because you know what I've noticed as well? Do you notice how much a fish supper is?
You were going to go there.
Go
We
to
the
that.
same fish and chips in a restaurant, and you were going there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I was
it
going to
was
say, fucking, get yourself a wee fish supper on the menu.
I
And I was
went.
like, no, don't.
I played golf on Friday in the Oscar Knox charity day at Fort William Golf Club,
Yeah.
and if there's ever fish and chips on the menu, in a
Yeah,
restaurant,
that's right.
love it. The Fort William Golf Club fish and chips, fucking hell, it was unbelievable. See when you're playing golf society with like charity day stuff, you know,
Yes.
there's a reduction on the food.
Yes.
There's a reduction, because it's money for charity, so they don't charge as much.
Yeah.
They charge me the same, it's not Chris Sutter actually paid for it,
Yes.
but the food's all given at a discount because it's for charity
Got
and
it.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
But you should have seen this fish that come out. It was over the top of the plate, and then there was another piece, which I would have been happy with the smaller piece alone,
Yeah.
and it was mental. It was huge and it was beautiful.
Much did they pay for it?
No, I don't know, it was included in the price.
Oh,
Oh, Sutter
so
had paid for a full
thing.
ball, and it was dinner
Got
and
it.
all that stuff with it.
Because I was looking, me and Tammy were going to go for a bite to eat there the other day, and she went online, downloaded all the menus, and had a wee nosy, and seeing the variations in price for a fish and chip.
In a restaurant.
It's fucking scary.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't order steaks or anything anymore. It's just so disappointed all the time.
I find,
And they're fucking expensive.
well, I can't make fish and chips at home.
No?
Because I don't have a deep fat fryer.
No.
No, I can make fish and chips in the oven or my air fryer or whatever else,
Yeah.
but I can't do it fresh, like dipped in batter and make my own batter and
Yeah,
deep fat fryer.
yeah.
I don't have a deep fat fryer. So when I go to a restaurant, I like to have it because it's something different.
Yeah.
I can cook a steak on a barbecue.
Yeah.
It's as nice, if not nicer, than it is in a restaurant.
And
And it only costs me about £7 rather than 37. You know, but
And it's not as good.
no, but that's the thing with the steak, that you
Yeah.
can make your own. I generally try and eat something in a restaurant that I can't make myself.
Yeah. So
Something
I
different.
can make a good beer batter, a good fish.
But then you gotta have a deep fat fryer, or you need a big pot of oil, it stinks the house out and all that.
Yeah, well, we've got a couple of different kind of frying pans. Some are thick and you can fill them up with oil. And then you do the fucking triple fucking cooked fucking chips and all that there, and a nice tartar sauce and all, like, and then mash up the fucking bag of peas and add your own butter and all. Oh, you should come around.
Yeah, well, definitely.
£25.
Bring a motorbike.
Bring your mates. I'll cook for them, fill the void.
Come with us.
But yeah, no, I don't know where. Well, historically, the bubble bursts. You know, do you think we're near the bubble bursting, like? Because this financial crisis is.
It's common, isn't it?
It's common.
The interest rates rising and going up and up and up.
It's
and up.
common, like.
Cost of living up, everything's up, everything has to fall apart. And where it falls apart is every January when people's mortgage deals comes up and they go from a £600 a month mortgage to £1,000 and I can't afford it.
Can't afford
Keys
it.
come back to the bank, and then the keys keep coming back to the bank, and all of a sudden the bank's gone.
Yeah.
And now we're fucked again.
And then the bubble bursts, and then we'll go back to some kind of fucking normality. It's kind of like, do you ever grow up watching Harry on Feed?
No, never really watched them.
Harry on Feed, he had a character, loads of money.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of like the Margaret Thatcher kind of era, where, you know, before that it was like this, and then Margaret Thatcher came in, she got kind of credit for like the fucking financial boom.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then you had, like, everybody had fucking money.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it was Harry Enfield. He had a character. He kind of like, done a wee spin-off. Cause then he was called Loads of Money, I think he was called. And his fucking loads of fucking money. Do you know what I mean? But that's the cycle.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So then I know there's
peaks and troughs.
It's
isn't it?
peaks and troughs.
And everybody's in the same boat.
Everyone's in the same
Troughs
boat.
are wrong.
But I think.
Keys to enjoy the peaks.
Yeah. And buy.
Try not to kill yourself in the troughs.
Yeah. Well, buy straw hats in the winter.
Mm.
Because the cycle, it's coming round. I think there's going to be another year, and everything's just going to fucking go to shit.
Great, isn't it?
Real bad.
Yeah, great, isn't it?
And then we'll kind of creep up again,
Mm.
you know. But it cycles, historically, it cycles. We're going to go to shit here. And then we'll all beg to fucking take our ropes down.
There's no real joy to take from it at the minute.
At the minute, there's not.
No, there's not for anybody. Like, there's no one,
Nobody. Me and Tommy are out knocking our bollocks in every day.
and you get nowhere ahead. I'm the same. Like, you're working, and you get nowhere ahead.
And you're getting bucked every angle. Like a car tire now. A budget tire for my car used to be £60. It's fucking 84 now. Why are car tires going up?
It has to be transported, doesn't it? You know, the
Oil.
minimum wage is up. The wages are up, so the guy making the tire gets more money, so the tire needs to be dearer. Transporting the tire for fuel costs more to transport it to the place. It has to go up, shipping costs are dear. It has to go up. Everything just adds on to it, doesn't it?
It's just every angle. You feel like you're getting fucking took advantage of at every angle.
Fucking love the tire for £84.
That's me budget tire.
Oh, I love it.
I love it, mate. See,
I have like a low profile noise cancelling tire in my car.
See if I get a tire with a yellow sticker on it, the fucking. See if I seen a car accident, I'll be overtaking their tires. But what's the most you pay for a car tire?
It's £520 a tire for that RS6.
The green machine?
It was a 21-inch tire. So nobody runs a 21-inch, only Porsche and an RS6 and a couple of other cars. Everybody's, like, Range Rovers are all 22s, and then other big wheels are all 20s.
Yeah.
Nobody ran a 21, so you didn't get a budget tire, you only had like Michelin's or Pirellis, and they didn't keep them on shelves, you had to get them ordered in.
No way.
It was a fucking nightmare.
And you were travelling from Glengormley to
20,000 miles a year, and so there's 2 sets of tires a year.
No way. What
Nearly £100 a week of tires.
Wow.
You know.
And what did you say to me before? It was fucking £12 or something to drive to work?
I've met those, we did it at the gallon. 10 the gallon. Mental. It was a crazy thing to buy, but again, a real life experience to have.
Yeah.
Should I have bought it? No, I shouldn't have. I should have done it, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I did it. And I let a lot of other people drive it.
Yeah, I know.
I let lots of people in it, and I let other boys drive it. Loads of boys who would never get a chance to drive one drive it, and they were like, it's fucking great.
I'd actually be by default pally with the guy that used to valet and detail it for you, Marco. I'd be friendly with him now because he knows.
I would have let Marco take it 3 days early.
I know.
Take it for a week, just give me your car.
I know.
He gave me his, he gave me A6, I think it was state A6, he gave me it, and I gave him my RS6. He had it for 3 days, he found taking photos and all of it.
I know, because
he had it all over the place. I think he did about 10,000 miles on it.
Because I would have obviously seen that, but I didn't know then, you know, that I was obviously going to transition into carpets, and he was detailing cars, and he's transitioned now.
He's
into
going into
carpets.
Sofas and things and carpets, yeah. But he's nowhere near you.
No, but we're in a WhatsApp group together.
Oh yeah?
So he basically, because him and me and a couple other guys, we would all get tagged on social media, you know, for work.
Yeah.
So he then had the initiative, and he got in touch with all of us, put us all in the WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
And we talk every day, you know, about different problems. This carpet, this stain, this fucking, what would you use?
Marco's a real nice guy. He does a lot of for depression, suicidal health, mental health.
All
He's so
stuff.
good. Like, again, if you watch his social media, everything's uplifting, positive, not doom and gloom. And like, Marco and Naomi have 27 children. It's a lot of kids. I know, he never fucking stops that cat.
He must have some fucking car. You should get him fucking down on the bike.
It's wild. But, you know, his life probably on the inside, you know, he's under a lot of pressure. You know, he's got a lot of children there in the house, for him, the house, everything else, responsibilities and bills, and Naomi's there as well. They're lovely people. They probably would like to have a lot more than they do. But he's always positive. He's always trying to help other people.
He's always encouraging.
Yes, he's really good, that guy.
And that's not just on social media. In our real personal WhatsApp group, you know, there's
change a car like fuck as well.
Looks
better than
I know. And that's the difference between valet and detailing.
Yeah.
You know, that boys will spend fucking 3 days in a car.
Oh, you'll have your car for a day.
Yeah. And you're like, what the fuck are you doing?
Wouldn't give you a fucking lift, wouldn't it? It was strange though, when I had an RS6, he used to drive up the house 3 days early to pick it up. Weird. Now he won't.
Now he won't. Cunt. But yeah, no, the good times will come back around again, but it
always does. Listen, the key is survival at times. Just get through it.
Tell me this. So, I'm getting married.
Alright.
Any tips? Any tips?
Fuck other women. You know,
tell me, will that be bucking out of you, love? You heard it here first from Michael. No, I enjoy being married. I'm married. Where did you get married? Did you go away?
Court.
The Marines.
I worked for him at the time, yeah. So we lived in Bangors as well at the time. So I worked for him, so he gave me a good time.
Yeah.
A good time, the price of a wedding, you know.
Yeah.
But I had 120 at my wedding, and another couple of hundred the evening too. Yeah, with a rodeo bull, that was good.
No way.
For a rodeo bull back in the room.
Rodeo bull.
So good. Gareth Crompton from the Panoramic Wales has rodeo bulls.
Very good.
Yeah, and I think Michael Kaiser might have one.
He probably does.
He might do.
Fucking everything else.
I know. He's a nice guy too.
He's a cracker.
Nice guy, and he did one of these.
He was on the podcast.
I worked with him when I was in the Roberts Brennan at like, what age were we? 21?
Yeah. We were talking about you.
Alright.
So basically,
I listened to it, but I didn't hear it all. Well, it was in my ear, and I'm in the house doing things.
So basically, like there would have been celebrities and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, in the old thing, and you'd have asked him to, you know, drive them home.
Yeah.
And he was not a fucking clue.
The Coors.
The Coors.
Jim Core came in a lot, and we all loved Jim Core. Like, I didn't really know who the Coors were. But until the first time I met Jim Core, because he came in and he had his dog under the table in the front of the bar, and he buys a whiskey and he leaves the change of a 20. They're like, we're looking after this.
We'll look after this.
He will need to do nothing. We will carry him to the toilet.
Whatever
he fucking needs will do. You find out the bar, like the staff will work out tippers. Like I have a friend, Ryan. Ryan Sky was nursing homes. Great bloke, right? Yeah. Does a lot of different things. Real smart guy. Instantly likable. Loves an orange wicked. Rich as fuck. Great bloke, right? But tips in a bar. Like tips everywhere he goes.
Yeah.
Never waits.
No.
Never queues.
What's the biggest tip you've heard of or had?
That I've had? I don't know. suppose the like tips at weddings, you'd have been given an envelope with a few $100 in it, and you're working weddings, you know.
Yes.
But it's not for you, it's for staff, isn't it?
Yeah, well, some people have different policies, don't they? Over the years,
Back when you were younger,
you
got the fucking old bridesmaids, I mean, that was, you know, in the Kaiser days.
I just tips.
Yeah,
tips off.
yeah, in the Kaiser days, you know, they would run around, it was always good.
I'd say that hospitality industry, when you're younger, is fucking
Rapid.
Like.
They're all at each other.
Because everybody, like, you work weekends, so maybe Tuesday's your Saturday.
Well, the people in the bar become your friends.
Become your whole...
Your friend group. Like, I never went to any of my friends' weddings. I would have gone to the ceremonies and left.
Yes.
You know, you never went to their birthday parties. They all did it on the Saturday night. I was working.
Yeah,
I was out. It's a job. You're working. That's when I work. And then you go drinking on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
With the guys in the bar because everybody's off. Everyone's off. It's all bar staff get drunk together, and anybody else walked in. We're like, these fucking elbows blocked on a Tuesday. It's 4:30. You know.
But that's your Saturday.
That was your Saturday. Yeah. So you became friends with the people in the bars. It's a real sort of family, community.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. It's cool. Like bar, I like the bar trade.
Yeah.
But you do miss a lot.
Yeah.
Money's not great, you do miss a lot.
Yeah, well, you're working all the holidays.
Not the social hours, all the holidays, Christmases, all these
I'd
things.
say being a chef too is hard graft.
Chef would be tight. Chef, the problem I think for a chef is like they're in a small room that's really warm and it's like living in a microwave. It's like cooking their brain.
Yeah.
Just hard, like a chef be hard work.
And long hours.
And you're stuck in that wee room with 3 people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at least in a bar you're talking to different people, you're mingling, you know.
Yeah.
A bit of banter, a bit of fun. And it's fun in the kitchen too, I'm sure, but it must be tough the same 3 people
I
in the
remember
kitchen day in, day out.
Going to Chicago. One time we went to Donald.
Yeah.
And just looking, you know, behind the pass, you know, where everyone's working.
Mm-hmm.
It was fucking mental.
Yeah.
Imagine that every night, all day.
That'd be hard.
That'd be hard. Like,
that's 10. The problem is chefs normally do it 10 to 10, 4-day week 10 to 10, and they normally get called in their fucking day off as well.
Yeah.
It's long hours.
If you're the head chef, like, you know.
But I think it's good money chefing now.
I don't know, but I would imagine so.
Yeah, I think the money's okay in chefing, but as the hospitality industry isn't as fantastic, you can't afford to pay a chef here £900 or £600. You know, he's got to take less.
Yeah. No.
How it goes.
No. And what was your shittest job?
Shittest job?
Or have you always been in?
No, well, I washed dishes, I worked in, what did I start at? I started picking up glasses at Cafe Cool when I was 15. Haven't got very far, next door. Not very far in life. So I started there at 15 picking up glasses, and then I did odd jobs, like I worked in the Bets as a barman, I worked in Picky Pool, doing the Swans and all that. It was a fun job.
Yeah,
out in the sunshine,
you haven't had a fucking real summer, really.
Carnley washing dishes for Marty Burns.
Yeah.
They're all okay.
All okay.
And then I went into Cloversburn Inn. I went from there, I got called for a job in the Bellevue. I went to there, and then I was working for Diamond then, he owned Cafe Cool. So I went back to Cafe Cool as a manager, and then back to the Bellevue, and then back to Cafe Cool as a manager, and then to Betty's. I haven't really had a shit job.
You've had a good enough run, like.
Yeah, like, I worked in a call centre for a while,
that's what I was going to say.
It wasn't fun.
I worked in there about 20 years ago too, and so
I don't know what stage I worked in there, but I worked in there for a wee while and I didn't enjoy it.
No, it's proper soul.
I did passport services and I got retrained like 3 times because I used to just tell people things. I like, see if someone was in a knob on the phone, I just tell them what they wanted to hear, and then when they got to the airport, could go and always fuck them. You should have been a bit nicer on the phone, shouldn't you? You prick. Most people you can help and try and get them sorted, but see people are standing at the airport, like my passport's out of date, I'm standing at the airport, you know, this is your fault. And like, it's definitely not my fault, but however, they have a solution for you. If you take it up to customer services and just explain the situation to them, and tell them Michael at the passport services said it was okay, you'll be grand. No, but if you're going to be a knob on the phone, like, and they're working at Banter, 500 people work there.
But I was selling insurance on Capital One credit cards, and you had the headphone on and the computer was on. But they kept coming. You couldn't stop the call. So if you had a real stinker call, some bastard sit down and his dinner, and you phone him, and he just fucking reads you the riot act, and you're a wee bit fucking stuck.
He had to hang up?
Aye.
Well, you couldn't hang up, he had to hang up?
Yeah. And then the next call automatically comes through. And if you're trying to fucking build yourself up, you'd just be fucking handed.
I only did inbound calls, but the outbound stuff would have been harder. Right? The money was better than the outbound stuff. They got paid a bit more and they got the bonuses and different bits.
Well, it was only part time, but back then you had Monday night was half price wine night.
Yep.
So you could basically party Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
There was always a Wednesday, Thursday.
Wednesday was your students' night.
Fooey was it?
Okay.
Wednesday back then when I was drinking, like, it was Fooey in cafe again.
Is that what it was?
Thursday maybe it was like Calico's you went to.
Yeah.
It was all different one. Like,
The-
half price wine was a solid.
It was a solid, like, you got a fucking bottle of wine for £5,
Yeah.
2 pint glasses,
Bottle of
bush,
wine.
knack it. And I couldn't believe that because I just moved up from Antrim,
Mm-hmm.
and Antrim's dead.
Oh really?
Like dead, like it's a Kirsty town. I love it. Like it's
Quite a nice town too. Like if you go up
It's-
there, we
I-
got a house at the edge of Loch Ness, just
Yeah.
inside Antrim. We rented a house there. It's
Nice.
really, really good. Woman Joy sort of ran it. It was like like you rented all the rooms in a B&B.
Yeah,
And it was like out in
yeah.
the countryside. It was like a big sprawl bungalow.
Yeah.
That's with my mum being sick, we can't travel, so we thought we'll do 2 days here while she's feeling okay, 2 days
Yes,
there, and that
nice.
sort of thing. We'll do it all the kids there, sister and
Brilliant.
kids and all that.
Brilliant.
And we were in the Antrim, that was quite good.
Well, I'm going back to nearly 25 years now.
Yeah.
Like before Junction 1.
Well, I thought Junction 1 was a bit
Do
shit.
you know what I mean? But
When the Junction 1 was a bit like, other than next door, there was nothing really there for me.
I know it's odd. It's
Yeah,
odd.
they're up in the garden centre, I think it looked quite good, but outside of that, there was nothing for me.
There's nothing there. So you go back even fucking 25 years where there's properly nothing, and then I come up to Bangor, and there's fucking half price wine night on Monday.
400 people,
400
all
pumping,
18.
fucking 20 years of age,
Aye.
full of fucking, like my balls had just dropped. Do you know what I mean? I was like,
Bangor's a great town for
It
drinking and
is.
eating.
and
So much stuff for you.
you don't realise it, because all my friends were like Bangor shite, and I was like, go live in Antrim.
Well, I live in Glencorney. I mean, Glencorney's nice.
Small.
You know, it's very small. There is no high street.
No,
There
it's
is no
such
centre.
weird kind of.
You know, there's the Glen in there's an old man's drinking pub. You know,
Yeah.
Laurie's is there's a bit livelier. Bellevue's a great pub.
Yeah,
I worked in it, that's why I plug it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it is, it's good food and stuff.
It's good food and they do lots of different stuff. It's mainly would be the biggest pub and the main hub you could really go
Yeah.
spend a day in, or you could be a regular.
Yeah.
But there's no like main street where you can walk up and get dinner, walk past the marina,
Yeah.
get an ice cream, you know, go to another bar, have a drink outside, you know.
Have options.
There's loads of options in Bangor, you know, there's
Right.
sport, there's live music, there's football, you know.
It
You know,
is
tonight
good.
at 7 o'clock there'll be 3 bars playing live music. I have a quiz on.
Yep.
You know, it's sunny outside. All the restaurants will be booming. There's plenty there.
I know, yeah, and people don't realise that.
No,
Until you go live in Ballyclare for a bit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go and live in.
Yeah, Bangor's a great town.
It is. See that harbour? See, you can just walking around the coastline.
Yeah, it's beautiful all along
It
there.
really is. I remember one time. What do you call the? They're like the family of the dolphin, like a orspice or something. But they're like basically the cousin of a dolphin.
Okay.
I was walking around just out of Antrim, fucking walking around the coastline one day, 25 years ago. The sun was splitting the trees, and it was like a school of dolphins. What's there about? I was like, this is fucking mental. And it's only 30 miles up the road from Antrim, and it's a different fucking world.
Yeah. And you know what I noticed as well? The sun shines a lot more in Bangor.
I swear to God, it
Like,
really does.
I leave Glengormley every day, and I could be
You
pissing
drive
down
into
in
the
the rain,
rain?
and I literally come on to the M2 as I go down the hill. I can see Hollywood and the point, and you can see that behind the point there's no rain cloud. Bangor's sunny, and it's 2 degrees warmer.
It's odd.
2 degrees warmer.
I
Bangor's
I swear to God, I would experience the same thing because I'm from Antrim. I did a lot of work in Antrim,
Yeah.
so I was flying up the motorway, and you literally drive out of the sun.
You go under the Bellevue Bridge.
Yeah.
As you hit the peak of that hill, there's going to be a sheet of rain.
Yeah.
Just a line in the road.
Isn't that odd?
See when it snows? There's a
Yeah,
line.
yeah,
There's a
yeah.
line of snow
Yeah.
on that road,
Uh-huh.
and you just literally drive into the fucking snow. It's like
I
what
can
the
drive-
fuck's happened?
The many times I drove into the rain to up Antrim to work, I'm like, this is fucking shocking.
Sunglasses off, window up, aircon on.
Fucking depression kicks
Yeah.
in.
Try living there.
But no, Bangor's brilliant.
I like Bangor, I do. It's a
Bangor
great
is
time.
good. And hopefully, what do you think of this Queen's Parade carry on?
We're meant to start it in February. They've got £9 million of a grant to start the car park side of the road. It's all going to be green space and usable space for people, so that's going to be nice.
Yeah.
And then the other side's a private development. Developers coming in and building a hill rent units out, and they're putting a hotel in, they're talking about a hotel and different bits.
So it's
You know,
definitely down the
council
line.
offices I think are going in there as well. So the council don't actually have an office in Banter.
Yeah,
There's
cool.
the town hall with a few people in it,
Yeah.
but all the council offices for Ards and North Down are in Ards.
Another Lawrence now.
So I think because the town
So it's definitely happening.
Yeah.
There's not going to be some fucking
Well,
story now.
well, let's see a spade go on the ground.
I know that's.
Let's see the shovel go down. Let's see, you know.
But once we see the first brick go down, then the belief is such so
Yeah,
unreal.
I think so. That'll be good.
But this has been going on 30, 40 years or something, hasn't it?
I don't know. It's been a long time, but I remember, like, Paul's Chippy was along there, it was fucking great.
Yeah.
Colin Patterson's missus worked in it, Andrea.
Yeah.
I just remembered, yeah. She worked in Collins, and there was another wee pizza place there.
Is that
Trump's Arcade.
fucking Tony One Cut or something?
He was up the side, wasn't he?
I don't remember him now, but I know if the
It was that building's still there. It's like, you know where the pods were, there's like a red wall.
Was he in there?
He's in there, it was shuttered. I think he was in there. I never went there, but he was there.
Yeah, I know a lot of people went there. You asked for a certain cut.
Just the one. That was it. Get one haircut. That's it. That word's changed barbering, hasn't it?
Oh, that's fucking
I went to see Seamus at Charisma.
Yes.
And you see those guys at
Outsiders?
is it Cider on the Cider?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Outsider, it's
Tommy would talk about different barbers.
It's really, really nice, that place too.
Yeah.
And like people are in getting a haircut every week.
Oh yeah.
We get a haircut every week.
Well, they get fades now. Once that fade grows out, they need it sharpened up. Like.
All the time, like I get a haircut every few months.
Tommy's a barber, and I get mine done every fucking 2 months or something.
Where's she barber?
With Susie.
Oh, Grace Hill.
Grace Hill.
Yeah, it's good. It's
Barber's
busy.
there.
You walk past it. It's always
Yeah,
busy.
well, I call it the wee budget barbers.
Uh,
You know, they're the quality cut at the right price.
Yeah.
You know, there's other people. You know, like Tommy's cuts, she could charge fucking whatever she wants. She's really good at, you know, the fades and all this jazz. But she keeps her prices at a budget.
do a lot of kids stuff in there, don't
They
they?
do old men, they do kids, they do, you know, young kids that want fades. So they just do the heat black.
Tom's a fan of an old man.
What's
He's
that?
a fan of old men.
Oh
Like
yeah,
yourself.
well
Yeah.
myself,
Yeah.
I know.
Yourself.
Oh,
Fan of old men.
yeah, I'm definitely marrying up. Like,
I married up as well.
it's a strategy.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh,
It's hard to be positive in the current climate, the way things are. You know, it is tough. But you have to put on. You just gotta keep going. You only got two options.
yeah.
Keep going or kill yourself.
Sink or swim.
So you just gotta keep going.
Sink
Just
or
keep
swim.
going. It'll get better. It always gets better. Things change.
Well, push harder than yesterday if you want a better tomorrow.
That's it. Just keep going.
That's all
going,
it's
going.
And that's what I was touching on earlier. Yeah, being an entrepreneur, you put your feelings to the side. Your feelings don't come in it.
No.
Get up, fucking push, and
That's what Chris Sitter says, isn't it? G. Get up, get out, get out.
get up, get out,
Get
get
out.
fucking
That's
out.
what he says, isn't it?
And it really is. See, I have a routine. Like I'll get up in the morning, have my coffee, go for shit, right?
Yeah.
See if I miss that routine, I could be just sitting there for 2 hours going, what the fuck, like?
Yeah.
And you could go down a rabbit hole right in Kirk, like.
I get days, right, I want to get out of bed, or I can't look up my phone, and you're a bit
Yeah.
anxious, and you're going somewhere now, you get days like that, don't you?
You end up
But nobody
doing
sees any of that stuff.
No.
But you don't want them to see it either. That's what this is for.
Yeah.
What you want to know this stuff.
I
I generally don't tell anybody these things, my wife included.
No,
It's-
but we're all guilty.
It's just, you just hide behind it.
It's okay
Yeah,
not to be okay.
Aye.
And it's okay to fucking show people what's really going on behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because it's healthy for everybody. Because people are sitting at home thinking his life's fucking great when it's not.
No.
And it only amplifies your own fucking dark rabbit hole.
Aye.
Whereas if you really knew the truth, what we're kind of
I
pushing
get
today.
the amount of people would say to me outside, I have fucking loads of money.
Yeah,
It's like you've no idea.
Yeah.
Like you more than likely have more money than me.
Wouldn't go after
No,
it.
not you, I mean the person. You're self-employed. You're self-employed. You're fucked like the rest of
I'm
us.
fucked like the rest of us, because
But it's peaks and troughs. When the peaks are there, you're
Yeah,
rich.
well,
When the
well-
troughs are there, you're poor. That's it.
like I like see if I just, you know, like that machine there and that machine there and other machines over there, I don't need to buy them. I would be okay with maybe just that machine.
Yeah.
But when I get a few quid, I like to have something to show for it. And when you're in business, what are you in business for if you're not developing it?
Yeah.
You know, what are you doing? Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean? So I might be skint, but I've got a fucking £6,000 machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. But see if I had see if I blew that fucking £6,000 on clothes, let's say, like.
Clothes are something I've no interest in.
Me neither.
No.
Me neither. Like,
Nah.
do you know what I mean? Or like fucking You know, God forbid, like, but fucking £6 on fucking something stupid, like. I'd be gutted, like. I'm okay being skint, but I've plenty of assets.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing.
It's a good way to be.
You know?
You always something in the background.
But that's what
I believe in spending it all.
Yeah.
But keep enough that you're comfortable enough and you're okay. But
yeah, be responsible with it.
Enjoy it.
But I concluded last year that I was coming home tired all the time. And then I was arguing with Tammy because I was fucking tired.
Yeah.
Just tired. And I thought, no, this ain't working. Like, what am I working for? I'm working to be happy and I'm not happy.
I remember talking to you at the back.
Yeah. That time there, obviously, like, you know, you touched on your mum there. Well, I've been through that with my mum and dad. You think you're doing alright. You know, because growing up as a kid, you've got these conceived ideas of how bad it's going to be.
Yeah.
You know, losing your parents is the worst thing ever. And then, so it's not as bad as what you imagined as a kid. So you think you're doing alright. But, you know, your friends and family are looking at you different sometimes.
Yeah, I think it's men as well, and people who are self-employed and, you know, feel semi-successful. I feel semi-successful, not successful, but feel semi. You're not done okay.
You've done alright.
Probably overachieved.
Yeah.
For a wee lad coming to graduate with no GCSEs.
I know.
Probably done better than I should have.
Yeah.
But then you can't talk to someone about it. You can't.
There's very few that can relate to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like,
I don't really have anybody I can talk to about things.
No.
And once you keep it all inside.
Yep.
And it's probably not good for me.
It's not good for. It's really not good.
No. And I keep it all in, and I have friends that speak to someone, and they go to see someone about things, and they seem happier.
You
know, and they get through things. But I'm not that guy. Like, I keep it all in.
But what you don't realise is it's coming out one way or another.
Yeah, and it turns into anger.
And it turns into anger or anxieties, or
you
know, you'll snap at the kids over nothing. You know, so it comes out consciously if you decide to fucking go and chat, or it comes out unconsciously.
That's where I nearly agreed to do this, because I knew what you were going to want to talk about, and I could be open and honest. Where on social media I'm not open and honest about life and who I am. You know, it's nice to sit here and chat and to be honest. And people are going to hear it, and I'll maybe be a bit embarrassed about it. But and I should be, but I probably will be.
Because you're giving somebody permission to talk about it.
The hope is that someone hears it and thinks, well, actually, everybody's life's a bit of a clusterfuck.
And I love that.
Yeah, you know.
Because there's too many people running around with their heads up their hole.
Yeah.
And they're suppressing it, and they're putting the mask on, and their quality of life's out the fucking window. You're carrying that fucking extra weight. You don't need to.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I hope that getting loads of local businessmen on here who people perceive to be fucking sorted are listening.
They expect our lives to be very stable, you know, successful and stable, and
we're
less
the
pressure
worst.
and money, and you know, things are okay. They're doing all right. It's grand.
Yeah, and to see behind the curtain, then it's fucking not.
Like I say, I haven't made a penny since June.
I know.
June. I haven't had a wage since June.
Yeah, and
Said I haven't been out. I've paid all the staff and I paid the bills. But I've personally not taken a penny since June. I've no money. I'm living on my account.
Yeah, and people would.
I don't believe you, and they'll think you have 50 grand in the bank.
Stashed.
You fucking don't.
I know.
And you're looking at your account thinking, we're alright for a month or two.
Yeah.
And that's it though.
But
I then need to be able to make a couple of quid.
Yeah, and then with all that pressure, you have to then think, right, how can I get people through the door? Bingo. Do you know what I mean? Imagine if you didn't have that creativity, that genius idea.
I'm struggling with that creativity now as I'm getting older. I don't know.
And when the pressure's on and the anxiety kicks in and
you start questioning yourself.
You start doubting yourself, and see once that doubt kicks in.
I doubt myself.
Yeah.
At the minute, that's where I am, doubting myself, a bit anxious about things.
Well don't be, because the bingo was a cracker. I actually bounced off the sofa and shouted out to Tommy, she was in the kitchen.
I had planned to do it a couple of years ago, but then the coach told put it on, and I was like, I can't leave it then, they're doing it. But then I'm doing it on a Saturday, so it's different, it's not interfering with them, you know, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
People can go to both.
Yeah.
You know, even the quiz, you know, other people are doing quizzes, and you think, people on, it's like, 7 to 9, nobody's doing it.
But I was really happy to see the place filled. Bingo.
All the seats were taken, which is good.
It really was.
You know, you could end up with 10 people in the room very quick, it costs money.
And then again, that's the risk you personally run.
Yeah.
And you
like even there yesterday at work, you know, the bingo was great, and I was on a bit of a high because I'd done the bingo, and then we sort of, when the bingo ended at 8, we levelled out at 9 then, and 9 to about 11 we really slowed down, and then from 11 we picked up the night again, it was great.
Yeah.
But that wee lull in the middle, like I went home.
Yes.
I told the manager, listen, I've had enough, I can't stand here any longer. I was so happy that went well for the first day.
Yeah,
and now it's all
that's
tabled
like
off
the
and nothing's
decompression.
happening.
Like you got a bit of relief there for a minute.
And I went home depressed. That day I went home depressed, sat in my house, watched the cameras in my house.
Fuck.
Last night, that's what I did.
After the bingo went well?
The bingo went really well, but then about 9
we
o'clock, we lulled. And we went
Yes.
down to like, we went from like 70, 80 people at bingo, which
It's
was
probably
great.
pre-COVID, those 2 hours would have been your fucking money makers.
There have been hours when people starting to drift in, you know.
Yeah.
Even if those people left, you'd have another 90 or 100 to fill it.
Yeah.
We're now, because people don't have the money, it's coming a bit later. That 2 hour gap, I need to figure out what to do.
Yeah.
And I was just standing there like, fuck me, I'm down to 20 people here. What if it stays like this all night? What if this is the end? What if no one comes back? What if nobody comes in next week? What if no one comes in tomorrow?
That's you're down the
And
rabbit
I went
hole.
home and I sat at my back door with my iPad and my phone on with the cameras watching people coming and going. And then by 11:30 it was bombed.
Yeah.
You know, and then you're like,
roller
oh,
coaster.
it's okay.
It's a roller coaster
Yeah,
on your mental
and at the moment you're just covering bills, so you're thinking there standing last night at 9 o'clock, I'm not going to cover the wages this week.
And have you any, like, when you're in that place, have you any, like, wisdom quotes that you, like, call on, or any strategies to kind of pull you out? Because I'm a sucker for a good wisdom quote, like, you know.
No.
But yeah.
I'm very up and down with the trends in the business. Like, the business isn't going well, I'm down.
Yeah, I suppose.
I'm not doing as much social media, I'm not as cheery, and I find it harder to talk to people. I find it harder to interact. And then when I go up, I'm fine.
Yeah.
You know, I have a good week, then I'm okay. You know, and I'm okay today. Last night was alright in the end.
Yeah.
You know, tomorrow could be a different story if today doesn't go well. You know.
Because what I have Audible, and I would download books all the fucking time on, you know, psychology and mental health and, you know, all that jazz, like, and they would be my go-tos. See, when I'm feeling like that, I'll like Jordan Peterson or something, or I'll have all their books, and I'll just kind of, like, you sitting with the iPad at the back door whenever I'm emotionally fucking, you know, depleted. I'll listen to one of the audio books, and it lifts me up, and then I'm ready to fight again.
The golf will get me out of the way that a wee bit. I can forget about it. But the moment it's over, I'm back on my phone and fucking
back into that.
Yeah, there's no real escape from it. It's not the dream that everybody thinks. It's, don't get me wrong, it's good.
Yeah.
And I love the people.
Yeah.
The people is what I love about this trade, is that, you know, it's the reason I work the weekends and the nights and stand there, and even when things were really good and it was on a high and doing really well, that I still stood there because I love the people.
I know.
I love drunk people. I fucking love drunk people.
They're
so much fun. They're just fun. Mostly I get the odd maniac. But the majority of drunk people are just fun. They're out for a good time. They're having a nice time. And again, they're drinking.
And you would feed off them.
Well, I feed off them because they're out drinking, enjoying themselves, getting away from the daily grind of their life.
Yeah.
Their kids and their drama and their problems, and they're out to have a few beers and escape it all.
Yeah.
That's a bit of their escapism. And I enjoy seeing them happy and enjoying something I've created.
And you feed off
but when
that.
it's not going as well, I get, fuck me, I get down.
How low?
Oh, so low, mate. Like, not suicidal low, but
you're
low.
You're not going to fucking let your whole life, like.
No. But, you know, you're just like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, it's
hard.
It can be, but we need these strategies to pull ourselves out, like.
Well, everybody does them.
You know.
Everybody gets these moments in these days and these months and these years.
Yeah.
You just gotta get through it.
I just hope that, you know, the more people on here, the more these strategies that we all fucking have, like.
It's nice to be able to sit here and be honest.
Yeah. That's why I say it. Fucking.
You know, I'm a sad clown on Facebook.
Well, mate,
it's a sad clown. You know, you're happy as hell on Facebook and then you come off and.
Yeah, but that's my kind of rule too. Like, you know, growing up at school, I've been the class clown in school, and you know, but that's how I kind of mask my emotions.
Well, I was the same. I was funny.
That's keeping you at bay, and you're thinking I'm alright, when secretly I'm fucking not.
Yeah.
That's just, I suppose it's kind of like an unlearned kind of coping mechanism.
Yeah.
You know, whereas as I've got older, I have my own kind of go-tos. You know, we were joking earlier about, you know, writing letters, you know, and not sending them and stuff. You know, I over the years, I've done a lot of that.
You fucking sent them.
No, the journaling is brilliant.
Really?
Really rewarding and therapeutic. And it's I read a book, The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. Get that book. and she'd be a big. The whole book's basically about journaling. You know, about past traumas, all this shit, and you basically just fucking scribble. It's never to be read. It's either the time you fucking finish journaling, your spirits are up. You know, but I had to learn all wee strategies like that because just it's mental health was never on the table before. And
it's not a thing that I don't feel I have mental health problems.
Yeah.
Not just up and down. When life's not going away, I get down. When it's going away, that's just life.
Yeah.
I don't have mental health problems. I think about that, I would be in real trouble. Honest to God. But I do feel for anybody that does have those things, and I do get a bit of anxiety, but I think everybody gets
that's life. That's fight or flight. That's dealing with life. Like,
I think it would be tough if you had actual mental health problems.
Yeah, like real stuff. But I think it kind of, I know a couple of people at the minute are getting letters from the hospital. They've had tests. That kind of stuff. Like, which would trigger obviously mental health. Like, but it's good that the landscape has changed now. Like,
There's a bit more help out there for it.
A lot more help. And see if you actually Google, there's literally not hundreds, like, but there's a lot of charities.
Yeah.
And it's good to see that.
There's a lot of good people out there do things like that, isn't there? Marco Campbell's of the world.
Have
men's groups.
And you've got the cocoa drops. The drop-in center.
Kodo drops,
Kodo drops.
Chris McGuire.
Yeah.
It's very, very good.
Awesome.
People like that do stuff are very good. Impress me, like. They really do well.
That's a certain type of character, like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like that's who he is, like. He's not acting.
That's the guy he is.
That's the guy he is.
100%.
And he's done a cracking job there, like. But yeah, just hopefully a lot of people fucking. It's okay, fucking not be okay. Like.
Yeah, it's alright to speak to someone, or I found this quite good actually.
I
feel a bit better for talking to you about those things on this.
I know.
I actually do.
You're welcome back.
Yeah.
You're welcome back.
Give everybody a fucking doom and gloom again. Great, man.
But that's real life, man.
Yeah,
that's real life.
Social media is not real life. That's what I think people don't realise. Social media is not real life.
Not real life.
It's not real life.
It's not, and I'm guilty of it too. Like.
Me too.
I'm guilty of it too. But again, I try and be like an encourager.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I know people, will laugh at how many wisdom quotes I'll share.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Somebody could be reading that.
There's one person reads it and it helps.
And it pulls them out of the rabbit hole.
That's the thing with all those videos through COVID that I did.
Yeah.
As long as one person sees it and is happy about it, the rest of them can slap her with my teeth.
Fuck them.
As long as one person sees it and thinks that's breaking my day, it's cheered me up.
But you see, like in school and stuff, nobody teaches you to be an encourager.
No.
But it's more natural to be a slobber.
Yeah.
And no one says that you've got a choice here. You can be a cheeky bastard or you can be a fucking encourager.
But a lot of the time when people are cheeky, it's a defence to themselves because they're maybe a bit insecure about things. So they're, it's like you saying you were being funny because you're insecure about some things. So you're a class clown. The guy being cheeky to other people. The bully's got insecurities and he's dealing with it that way. He's not picking on you because of you.
Yeah,
he's picking on you because of projecting something else going on in his life. And he shouldn't.
No,
but people do. Someone sitting in their mum's basement in America.
Yeah, I know.
Writing shit about my teeth.
I know.
Facebook. I mean, that guy's probably got fucking problems himself, and he's deflecting those problems off by writing things about me.
By default, he's kind of found a way to make himself
feel better. He's feeling better about himself. He feels a little bigger about slabbering about my teeth. That's fair enough. Listen, it makes him feel better. That
I know. But yeah, as I say, it's not normalised to be an encourager. It's like how many cheeky bastards do you know? Fuck, you could be here all day. And how many Marco Campos do you know?
I know a lot.
Serious?
Yeah, I know
a lot. That's good to hear. That it's becoming more normal that you've got encouragers.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I find most people to be very supportive, very encouraging, very positive. I find most people that way.
Fuck, I don't.
I do.
I don't.
That's not good.
I know.
I really do. But then I would meet drunk people, most of them are happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really know drunk people.
No.
Most people I meet sober in the shopping centre won't even fucking look at me.
I know.
I don't even wave or say hello. Fucking fuck me, put your head down. On the weekend.
I blame my parents. Like.
Yeah, it's their fault.
It's their fault, mate. And I tell you why. I'm comfortable with risk, like. I think I'm kind of quite happy, you know, by nature. So if I have a go at something and it doesn't work out, I'm okay.
Yeah.
But my parents kind of would have mollycoddled me. Like, don't try it, don't do it. You'll get hurt.
Certain people have risk in them. Just I have risk in me. I mind taking a risk.
And I used to argue with my parents, like, fuck me, back off. Like, you know.
My dad's an accountant by trade. Became like a fancy controller of a global company. Like, he
Yeah,
did very well
yeah.
himself, but wouldn't let you bean, by the way, without 2 years back. But he's very much, you know, safety.
Yeah.
You know, there's no mad risks in his life. There never was. He didn't take big risks. He
Yeah.
didn't take the jump. Like, I went from a very comfortable, you know, £35,000 a year job to taking the keys of a bar.
I know.
With nothing.
And
With like 10 grand in the bank that I'd saved up.
Yeah.
Sold everything I owned.
And you were okay with that.
You take the risk.
You were okay with that.
That's the jump out of employment. You can't half do it, or you have to take the jump. And if you don't take the jump, you'll never know.
I know.
That's the thing for me.
I know.
And here, you can lose your house.
You know, he's a heap.
That's what it is.
I know. But that's a credit to you. You're okay with that. A lot of
I'm not okay with it, but I mean,
you can manage it.
That is what it is, isn't it?
You can manage it 3 days a week. But I wouldn't be averse to a bit of risk. But again, that's when things are going good.
It's hard to take the risk. Like for me at the minute, it's hard to take a risk to do something else because if it goes wrong, everything goes wrong. You don't have the cushion.
The cushion.
The cushion's always handy to have. I don't have a cushion anymore. The cushion's not there.
Yeah. I was.
In order to jump, you need the cushion because if you lose it, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. You're not going to fall.
It's my wife.
Loudspeaker.
Hello. Hello. We're on the podcast still. But you're on now too. Never stay on with us.
Stay on.
What are you doing? I'll put you back. Let me.
Thought we were going to get some bacon tips.
No, Deborah doesn't want to help. She's doing cookies at the minute. She's learned how to make cookies.
Awesome.
They're fucking spectacular. Sure, brought you some.
I know. Is it like the soft ones?
Yeah, they're like thick. They're like this size.
Yeah.
That size. And they're soft.
Yeah. Cause I always remember growing up watching like the American movies. And their fucking cookies are always
So
soft.
she puts Nutella in the middle of them and break it open on the top.
And our growing up, it was like our fucking Northern Ireland cookies were always crunchy and
Get off the desk. Yeah.
I was just like, fuck that, I want the fucking ones on the American movies like.
Goose out of it.
Oh yeah. No, I like a good cookie.
I agree.
But yeah. No, what time is it now, buddy?
7:15.
7:45.
Yeah.
What time
We
did
did start this just after 4 instead of about half an hour.
See how it goes.
It just spirals out, doesn't
It's
it?
fucking brilliant.
It does.
But no, I want to thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
And I'd love to do it again.
Yeah, definitely.
So we will. And I really enjoyed that.
I enjoyed it. It was good. It was nice to talk, and I hope people listen to it.
They will. They will. And I just want somebody somewhere to have a takeaway.
Yeah.
A takeaway from it. Do you know what I mean? That's my. That'll make me feel good. That's my like secret agenda. My motivations. I want people to watch it and have a takeaway.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not a takeaway food, a takeaway of education. Like
I think they'll be able to see that it's not like you only ever see me on. Most people only ever see me on social media in front of a bar.
Yeah.
They don't see what's actually going on behind the curtain.
Behind the curtain.
They don't see that. They don't know that. They don't hear about it. They don't talk about it. Because it's not their business, and they don't need to fucking know. They don't want to know. They don't need to know.
No, but I love that we've been able to show people today that you're fucking human.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm going to go home for a fucking Sunday roast, my man.
I gotta go to work. Quiz starts in 15 minutes.
Yep, and there was a woman put a cake on Facebook last night. A wee girl does it as a hobby. Makes these fancy cakes, and someone ordered it, and then didn't show up for it.
Yeah.
So she put it on. So I got this big cake for cheap.
Yeah, but you're in training and talked about this.
Cheap day.
A whole fucking cake.
Whole cake on cheap day.
Whole cake. Jesus Christ.
So on that
note,
note,
fucking ruined. Thanks, mate. Thanks for having me.
You're
Really
welcome.
enjoyed that. Thank you.
Goodbye, everybody.
Cheerio. That was great, man.
Can you see how
Spirals away, doesn't it?
time just fucking spirals away?
And there's our angle again for the quiz starting. Oh.
Let me see this. But that was fucking brilliant, wasn't it?
It was good fun, yeah.
It was fucking brilliant.
Yeah, no, it's a bit dead. It's not so good for the quiz.
So file, save as, we'll call it fucking Brokeback. Save project as.
Your ears get a bit sweaty on those headphones.
They do, mate, they do. See whenever I put the headphones on, I feel that I transition into the
I
podcast.
know what you mean about it. I know what you mean about it.
You're in a different space, aren't
Yeah,
you? As
I
opposed
get
to me and you sitting here like this.
Yeah, no, I
You
get
don't
it.
feel like you're.
You feel more able to chat.
You feel like you're in a different realm.
Yeah, no, I get it, man. Mm-hmm. No, I understand.
Michael and G's Brokeback Mountain podcast. I was trying to do a podcast at one time, and the guy next door was cutting grass. You have no idea the amount of things can go wrong.
Oh, it went quite well, I felt.
It went smooth, mate. Brokeback Mountain podcast. One time before,